Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, JT. Hello, Maddie. Here I am in the starship. I can't get away from it. Ooh. Feeling a little laggy. TAA full screen. Capped it at 60. Maybe we'll just uncap it. Oh, yeah, that's good. What's up, Impulse? Hey, Chase. What's up, Log? What's up, Law? Deadly? Alright, I think I'm just gonna start with the medium haul. I don't have a plan. FS Hub has a medium haul. I looked at doing the short haul. Problem is the short haul has an invalid arrival airport. It's not in SimBrief.
Love the content.
Grim.
Grimmers, you've stuck around
Thank you for
half
6 months,
a year
dude.
as a couch captain. Clearly, you have exceptional taste. Here's hoping your membership doesn't steer you into the first corner like a reliant Robin attempting to flee a Top Gear crew. Thanks for hanging around, and may your flight paths always be smoother than a Rolls-Royce ride.
Are Rolls Royces, are they bad rides? A lot of the VA missions get invalid airports? Damn. Like they just don't exist? Maybe we'll have to change it to not use small airports anymore or something. I think I have live weather on. Let me check. Real-time live weather. I did a bunch of work late last night on the overlay in the top right, so it's using the overlay and a bunch of other commands are now using FS Hub to pull all the info, which it's gonna make my life a lot easier. As soon as I add a SimBrief flight plan, it knows the route, and then the bot knows the route, and then it knows my plane type. It just knows everything, so pretty excited for that. We'll see how it goes. I added a few more commands like altitude, heading, airspeed or speed, route, and plane still work, so anytime anybody asks those things, the bot should reply. And I'm on Sim Update 3, just so you guys know, if it wasn't clear from the title. Just trying the new Sim Update 3 build. There were just a few bug fixes, so it sounds like the crashing that was plaguing everybody was fixed. So I'm just gonna do this first route, maybe we'll do a second one. But this is the daily over here on FS Hub. I'm just gonna do the medium flight, EDLP to EPWR, Germany to Poland. So I got that loaded in already. Bobo, thank you. Holy crap, 20 months. Yeah, is that November will come up on 2 years? That's insane. Bobo, thanks for 20 months, dude. Fish says I'm watching this to take my mind off the events today. Oh, sorry about your dog, dude. I've been there, man. Well, hopefully we can take your mind off it, dude. Pour yourself a beverage and kick your feet up. Yeah, we went through that it'll be 2 years. 2 years next week. 2 years this weekend. So, yeah, totally been there recently, man. It's the worst thing ever. Let's see here. View. Great. WRB1. The Tolgi Pavel Lassis. A step climb up to flight level, or down to 230, right? Is that what that is? Alright. I'll probably forget to do that, but that's fine. Let's hop in this thing. I keep meaning to go and like check to make sure my thing's tracking, but it's just Oh, YouTube did backtrack on the names. You're right. Oh, that sucks. I like the idea of the usernames because everybody has a unique username. I like it a lot better. That's weird. Huh. Interesting stuff. All right, let's get the external power on here. Really, I'm just gonna do a few flights till I get tired, and then see how stable Sim Update 3 is. All right, so Starship, fuel 2300, 2314. And that's with a payload of 920 pounds. There's someone that just shows my payload. I don't know, something like that. 2314 block fuel. All right, we're at 2412. I wonder if they fixed the some of the camera buttons. All right, let's bring the prop back for a second. Let's get external power, battery on, avionics on. Get the lights on, all those. These can come off. Your seatbelts on. We'll turn the bar on, of course. Tahoe is beautiful. Which airplane is worth getting for this current sale? Oh, I actually haven't looked through the sales myself, so I'm not really sure. I don't know if any of you guys have any suggestions, but yeah, I haven't looked through the marketplace. I don't even know what's for sale. Initialize the system. We'll go to nav source FMS. Get the 2 nav radios on automatic. Update the very low frequency data. I'll keep GNSS on. All right, flight plan. Departing EDLP. Do we have a departure procedure? We do, but in this plane, I'm just gonna kind of ignore it. All right, let's bring our plan map on to make sure we do this right. EDLP to, I don't know if LP205 is even in there, we'll see. Yeah, it is, nice. LP202. Nice, backspace pulled me all the way out. You can't make a typo or you pay for it. Whiskey Romeo Bravo, WRB. Excellent. Up here to Tolgi. Top of climb, Pavel. Lassus. Enter, enter. Vagny. WR631. WR604. For some reason, pressing 6 zooms the map out. That's cool. What the heck? And then EPWR. Alright, that looks great. Fantastic. Alright, we'll end that. Let's just take this back to FMS progress and get the plane started. So we're cruising at 31,000 feet. So we go to 31,000, then it wants us at Lassus to go down to 230. So let's set the pressurization around 32. Set our altitude here to 31. Set our airspeed to 180. HSI map. And then for that step climb on the way down, it wants us to do 230, flight level 230 at Lassus. I'll put in 23,000 here. I'll probably forget that. We'll see. How'd I get Sim Update 3 to work? I didn't change anything. I just updated. launched it and FSUIP launched automatically as usual. It just worked for me. I didn't change anything. Maybe make sure you're on the latest version of FSUIPC. This song is called Algarve by William Benchert. Whoops. Let me get the link for you. Here's the link, Jake. It's that song. Easter egg search? I think we finished it, Sojo. We did 2 of them was that yesterday? I think it was just yesterday. Alright, let's get the plane started. So prop full forward. Get both the ignitions on. Lights are already on. Alright, 16. Good enough for me. ITT max at 743. And around 700. Ignition's off. Wait for the green. I have headphone mode on. I'll turn that off in a sec. Alright, green on the right engine, green on the left engine. Let me turn headphone mode off. There we go. Now we can hear it. Props are full forward. Let's get Gen 1, Gen 2. Okay. Within 1 on the load percentages. Now over here we're going to get oxygen, anti-skid, bleed air, and temp all on. Then we get external power off. Get rid of the external power. Stow that. Outside air temp's 21. And for the takeoff, we're going to do heading profile mode. Actually, we're going to do nav profile mode. Alright, master caution. We just have auto feather off. That is it. What were they? They're all in the document if you have it. Oh, you tuned in yesterday? We were searching. Plug your ears if you guys don't want to know if you don't want to know. But one of them was another disc that had like a little mini text adventure game on it, which was cool. And then the other one was a bunch of Morse code that led to another SSTV photo, which was a recreation of a scene from The Martian. So it had some office chairs and it said, "How are you receiving me?" And then it had one that said yes and one that said no. The dev said he added small hints in the update. Before that update, neither the floppy reader... No, the floppy reader was there. Oh, the channel name under the floppy reader. Yeah. And the other floppy were not there. Yes. I don't know if there's more. I'm guessing maybe he hid that disk and that code somewhere else and it was much, much harder to find. Because I really doubt he just made both of those things, right? Those were there. We're supposed to find the code somehow and supposed to find that third disk somehow. So I think it was just hidden somewhere and we just didn't notice it. I don't know. Maybe he'll tell us. Yeah, I have no idea. But it was awesome. I mean, Clorix pointed out the numbers on the drive and Brian mentioned to me to go look in the back again and there just happened to be another disc there all of a sudden. So yeah, it was really fun. I had a really good time doing it. All right, let's get the interior lights on just to brighten this up a little bit. All right, then over here we're going to runway, let me see. Oh, I always do that because of the idle thing. Runway 24. Alrighty. How long will I be live? I don't know, I'm kind of tired tonight. I'll probably Might do this flight and one more. Just really seeing how, just trying to see how stable Sim Update 3 is. Alrighty, sorry about that. Let's get our taxi light on. And parking brake off, and let's go find runway 24. Oh, I see some couch liveries. And people are floating. This plane continues to be like one of the louder planes. Oh, is JT in the freighter blue? Nice. Beautiful couch liveries all over the place. I don't know if you guys are actually in those or it's just like replacing them for fun. Remember the model matching was so messed up in Sim Update 3. No, Wookie, you won't see us. But I might be back on Sim Update 2 tomorrow, so... You know, I always want to keep an eye on how the beta's going. Alright, let me hit comma to get the altimeter set, 3018. Might as well get Beyond ATC going just to see if it works. Try all the things. I'm not using Volanta nor ElevateX tonight because I think I have everything I need from FS Hub and the new overlay improvements. They might look at adding distance to it or a progress bar, so if they do that, then I'll improve it, but for now it's just gonna have the codes. But I was able to put it with the bot, so every time I import SimBrief, the bot automatically has my route, and it automatically knows my plane and everything too, so it's less work, and I like that, so.
Couch 323, ready to taxi to the active.
Oh yeah, Thursday the CRJ, that would be great. Hopefully it's actually out, that would be great. I'm excited. CRJ is more my style of a plane anyway. I mean, you know, I like to fly all the short routes, so CRJ should be my jam. And I saw they're making a lot that list of bug fixes was long, so that's pretty nice. Takes less than a minute to switch. Yeah, it doesn't take that long to do to opt in, but then you have to download like 8 gigs and then install, like start the sim and then hope that nothing goes wrong. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to give it a shot or not. All right, heading 280 or sorry 24.
Couch 323. Contact Paderborn Tower 133.38.
Contact Tower 133.38. Couch 323. Bye-bye.
Is that another starship? Oh yeah, it is. God, it looks so good. Uh-oh. There she goes. Alright, let's get the lights on. Regular anti-collision on. I'm gonna do a no flaps takeoff. Those are full forward. Whoa, 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 holy crap. Let me get auto feather on.
The BorkCoin was won by Addict.
JT is invisible and floating. That's a good start.
Couch 323 immediately. Immediately
Oops.
stop your takeoff roll.
No, we will not.
You do not have takeoff clearance.
Sorry, no time.
Roger that. Couch 323.
And we are cruising. Gear up. Tower Couch 323, we're definitely ready to take off. Runway 24.
Couch 323, Potterborn Tower.
Nice.
150 at Niner, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, yaw dampers on, prop sinks on.
Runway 24.
Autopilot
Cleared for
on, why
takeoff.
not?
Couch 323.
We are cleared. Wanted to follow this, these departure
Couch
waypoints.
323, reset transponder. Squawk 1000.
1000.
Squawk 1000. Couch 323.
Couch 323, contact Langen radar 118.75.
Alright, pull engine 2 back
Contact
to 90.
Langen
We're
radar
at 1610. Let's go to
118.75.
1600.
Couch 323.
There we go. Zoom the map in.
Langen radar. Couch 323. 3,200 feet.
Alright, all zoomed in. Auto feathers on, sync is on. All these are good. How's our outside air temperature? 24.
Langen radar. Radar contact. Climb to
No
flight
heat
level
on.
150.
150.
Climb to flight
I'll leave it
level
at 31,000,
150.
it's fine.
Couch 323.
Profile, nav motor on, yaw damper and autopilot are on. There we go. Multiplayer wake turbulence. I haven't tried it for a while. Let me turn it on right now, we'll see. See if we wreck anything here. Alright, wake turbulence on.
Langen radar. Quality 2 Victor Echo. Flight level 151.
Quality 2 Victor Echo. Langen radar. Radar contact.
What I could do, let me
Continue
move
climb to
this.
flight level
One sec.
330.
I'm gonna move the new overlay
Continue climb to flight level 330. Quality 2 Victor Echo.
into the middle. There we go. Is that actually centered? That looks centered to me, mostly. And now I can turn on dev mode and we can watch some FPS here since it is a beta test. 60. 61. Is it limiting to me to 60? Oh no, there we go, 65, okay. Limited by main thread. I do have my resizable bar turned off. I don't know if that's affecting my frames or what. I think I also have... What did I turn this stuff to? Oh yeah, we're on 250 terrain level of detail. Let me try 200, 100. Air traffic's on ultra. I gotta grab food, be right back.
and radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6. Quality 2 Victor Echo.
Couch 323, climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, couch 323.
Alright, back. Sorry about that. Alright, so it's like... I don't know. I don't know how much I usually get in the Starship. The thing's kind of distracting in the middle, isn't it? Sorry, let me fix that too. I'm gonna put it back. I thought it was a good idea, but I don't like it. And we'll move it to the right. There we go. Fixed. The max range of the Starship? I'm not sure. Max takeoff? I don't know. It's over 1,000 miles, I think. Like 1,200 or something. I don't know. I haven't looked at the manual for a while. But I'm sure it's in there. I just don't know it offhand. Alright, standard altimeter. 2992. 1,700? I thought it was in like the low thousands. Yeah, TGM, there aren't any restrictions on the planes except for the fighter jet missions we just added. Problem is, like, we'd have to maintain all of those lists of which planes can be flown, so imagine one plane gets added, then we have to go and edit like 50 things. How do you get it to say couch?
Good morning. Flight level 195.
If you're using the Couch Captain's the IATA or ICAO airline code CCX.
Couch 323, Bremen radar. Radar contact.
You put that in your Simbri flight plan, CCX for your airline. And then you have to go into the options here in Beyond ATC and turn on this thing that says Beyond, or sorry, it says prefer VA call signs. You have to turn that on. And then it should say couch. It's 1742. Nice. Good to know. Eric, thank you for 6 months, dude. Appreciate that, man. 6 months a couch captain. Alright, who's here? Oh, there's a bunch of you guys on the beta. I see Wookie, Versa, Luke, EJ. I know JT's in front of me. EJ's in the Super Hornet. Looks like I see Eric, Deadly, Slevin, and Rex on the ground too. Does the lighting look better, or I don't know. No, I checked earlier. Nick hadn't commented yet, but he was in he was at FS Expo, so he might not even be home yet. I don't know. I guess somebody said he lives in that area. Or at least in New England. Really smooth on beta for you? Nice. Sorry, I got a late start today. I'm stuffing my face. Just fed the puppy. She's all good. I'm taken care of. I was watching my brother play Blueprints for like 2 hours and helping him. We're kind of working on it together. He's playing, I'm watching and just chilling and contributing to the puzzles. What's up, Sean? How you doing? You don't see anybody, Wookie? Do you have the names turned on? Try hitting Alt 2 and see if names show up. Alright, let me max these out a little bit more. Get rid of the oil display. Come on, 75. I know I can do it. There we go. Now look away before it changes to 76. Or 26,000 going to 31,000. Above 31,000, or I think above 30 or 31. One or the other. We're supposed to use half bank mode. Pressurization. I guess that's all good. Cabin temperature, it's a little warm. Alright, ITT is getting pretty high. We just need to watch that as we get higher in altitude. Does the ground detail look better? Or is it just me? Like, I haven't been on Sim Update 3 for a while. But didn't they work on a lot of the blurriness or something with the ground? I mean, at least here it looks really good. Oh, messing with the time usually fixes it? Did they mess with that again? It was really annoying. Like, they had it so if you were on live time and someone else wasn't, it would change who you would see. We always went in and moved it back by 1 minute. And then all of a sudden other people would show up. But it's weird because I see him. So, yeah, no, you could, I don't know, you could try turning it on real time here and seeing if it changes anything. It's just the classic overcomplicating of a feature. The handlebar mods still don't hide this annoying white line at the top, unfortunately. Do a flight with a 350? See how long this one takes.
Center on 119.43.
Probably.
Quality 4 kilo uniform.
Yeah, this doesn't work in Sim Update 3. I don't know if the regular free handlebar mod works. I have the one from the marketplace. That one hasn't worked in any Sim Update 3 build. The one on Flight Sim TO works though for Sim Update 3. I'll just go grab that one if that one's working for Sim Update 3.
White Star 6228 Heavy. Roman radar identified.
Oh yeah, it was updated. Yeah, it's probably just the marketplace one's not updated.
White Star 6228 Heavy. Roman radar Expect Opera 06 Romeo.
You know, I don't want to have to
right.
download stuff all the time, so and look for updates so I get as much as I can from the marketplace.
Romeo, runway 06 right, White Star 6228 heavy.
All right, there. I'll install the handlebar. Oh, you're in Sim Update 2. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, none of them work on Sim Update 3. At least when I tried the one from flightsim.to, it didn't work. But it looks like it got an update. So I don't know. Maybe they updated it to work with Sim Update 3. It's this one right here. No more handlebars. So I just had an update for it. Oh yeah, there you go. Updated to support Sim Update 3 Beta. So I don't know when this got updated, but it is up to date. 6 days ago, I guess. Maybe. And that was just a comment 6 days ago. Last update, June 2nd. Okay, it was earlier this month.
2134 heavy.
So that one's
Good
working.
morning. Flight level 360.
I got my first long haul done today. Turned it on during the workday. I think I'm gonna start just doing that, turning it on during the workday. Because I just started it. I did a transatlantic one. I had to put it in sim rate towards the end, but I did like London to Chicago. So I got a long line drawn finally. Only 18 flights so far. We're working on it. The Freddie Mercury handlebars? No handlebars. Look, Ma, no handlebars. Way more than your 2 flights. Just don't look at TJ's profile. He puts us all to shame. Oh, I got the cross the pond achievement. I didn't even know that was an achievement. I just picked a long haul to do and got an achievement for it. I crossed the pond. I landed 152 feet per minute as well. 3,500 miles. I'll probably never do that again. Unless I'm just setting it for the day like I did today. Like a true long haul flight simmer. Set it up, go to bed, go to work, whatever, come back, land the plane. Complete realism. We'll have nothing less than complete realism. Okay, we're at 31,000. Half bank mode is on. And we're gonna turn auto feather off. What else is in the cruise checklist? Index. Cruise.
Report ready for descent.
97% torque maximum, 840 ITT maximum, 1600 RPM maximum.
Ready for descent. White Star 6228 heavy.
White Star 6228 heavy. Descend to flight level 140.
That looks pretty good. Auto feather is off. Lights as required. Engine display, monitor, fuel quantity, monitor.
White Star 6228 heavy.
White Star 6228 heavy. Contact Berlin approach 136.105.
Contact Berlin approach 136.105. White Star 6228 heavy.
Quality 8 Tango Lima. Contact Bremen radar 119.8.
Using the 18-hour A350 on Beta 3 with no issues. That's actually the perfect plane to do it in, honestly. Just because of the resume feature.
Quality 8 Tango Lima.
62 flights? Who, TJ? I think TJ has like over 1,000 or something. I think he's been on FS Hub forever.
323. Contact Bremen radar 119.8.
He had a crap ton of flights. I think I was looking at the map one day just seeing where people were flying. And then I ended up looking at his profile and I was like, oh my god. Oh, Law Dog, I just approved you.
Have a good morning.
Welcome to the FS Hub. Thank you very much for that crab.
Radar. Couch
It's beautiful.
323. Flight level 310.
Look at him, he's just chilling. He's a big boy crab.
Couch 323, Bremen radar. Radar contact. Sprintair 198. Contact Bremen radar.
Yeah, TJ is
128
absolutely
decimal eight.
insane. I'm gonna show his. It's public, whatever. I can show, right? Look at this.
Contact Bremen radar 125
Look at this maniac.
Sprintair
Somehow this
198.
guy's on our team. I don't know how it is. I don't know how he's on our team. Look at him. 1,200 flights. Look at his map. Look at his countries visited. It's insane. He should be running the VA. Why is he even on our team? Somehow we have a ringer on our team. It's insane. I don't know how he did it. Absolutely insane, dude. He's gone more than 500,000 miles. You've been on since April 2021. Haven't joined a VA yet? Well, you don't want to break the streak and join a VA. How's it going, by the way, Peter? You're on the Sim Fanatics airline? I definitely would say with stats like that, that you probably, maybe Sim Fanatics is more representative of your flying style than Couch Captains. I don't want you to go anywhere. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying, I can understand why you were on Sim Fanatics. Yeah, countries visited, yes. That's a rude JT. Squish my face. I know you could squish an emoji. I like it. Rock says I was doing the daily this morning, Montreal to Ottawa in the Vision Jet, everything maxed out, 1080 looked unreal. Solid 72 FPS until you were 50 feet off the ground. What, then it just went to a stutter fest? Lawdog says we'll get on to do some flights in between practicing for real life. Nice. Oh, you started training for your PPL? Oh, that's awesome, man. Congrats. I have not done that. I still don't have any plans to do that. And you still buttered it in Nice Rock. You can, I've heard the tip to like turn up your object level of detail to try to get the sim to load in airport stuff further out. I forget whose YouTube video I saw that I was like either Island Sim Pilot or maybe Airnaut or I forget who exactly. You just did your first FS Hub flight, only 1,249 more to catch up to TJ. Competition is strong internally in the Couch Captains. I will quit my job tomorrow. Dude, if you get to retire because of the simulator, that's amazing. You know, we'll call it retire. Not that you're unemployed or anything. So we should probably test some 2x. This is kind of a longer flight. All right, I'm gonna switch to double speed. Double speed has been activated. Trip time and local time both going double speed. Now I assume that means we're not on real time anymore. We're still on real time. Somehow we are fast forwarding live time. I wonder if it just leaves us Does it just leave us in live time, maybe? The VA is couch captains. The couch captains. CCX is the code. Whoa. Good thing we're in a half bank. Oh god, Simfly. Oh, thanks. When I looked at that Pylops page, I had Simfly flashbacks. I was like, oh god. I hope they're not trying to make some weird, like, crypto thing. Whatever it is they're doing. Update seems to be working well. Nice. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I mean, I didn't deal with all the crashing that other people did who are still on Sim Update 3. Alright, let's go to our TOD here. I do have that. Yeah, we need to be at 23,000. 150 miles from now. Yeah, TAA frame gen, that's the way to go. So there's some new commands I made, like speed or airspeed. Let me try that one out on the YouTube side. Yeah, so there's speed, I got altitude or ALT as a new command. I'm doing this all with FS Hub. Their overlay, and it provides all this information. So I pulled it into the bot. Plane is picked automatically. It might not be perfectly named, but it's good enough.
125.8. Couch 323.
And then route is also picked from the SimBrief route.
Bremen radar. Couch 323. Good morning. Flight level
And heading as well. Okay, nobody, I got you.
Couch 323, Bremen radar.
Done.
Identified.
You're added. Welcome. We'll take your 1,400 flights. You want to update to the beta? You still use career mode? Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it works consistently. I mean, the beta, there's not too many major things in this beta. I mean, downloading stuff is okay. It's not like life-changing, honestly. I mean, it saves you some disk space. It increases how long the game takes to load. So those are like the downsides. Yeah, it'll save you it'll take up disk space and make the game longer to load, but on the plus side, it should be faster to load things when it needs them. And then, you know, manually updating is also a bonus if you want to know what gets updated when. Whereas, like, right now we don't know when things get updated because they're all just streamed in. Dude, look at those shadows. That is so awesome. I need to get a screenshot of that.
Air Sweden 5102, Bremen radar. Expect Raider 5 Tango, runway 29er.
Okay, look at the detail of those shadows. That is so awesome.
Air Sweden 5102.
Oh, the shadow. Oh no, it does run up to the side of the plane a little bit right there. That's so cool. You should lower your settings before you land. I think the idea with the object level of detail was to raise it. To raise object level of detail so it loads objects at the airport before you're touching down. So it loads them a little further out. But I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed it exactly, but I heard that on somebody's YouTube video, I forget. Career mode works with FS Hub. I mean, you can run as many career modes at once as you can handle. You know, you could run On Air Company, NeoFly, FS Hub, and New Sky all at the same time while doing career mode. Just as long as you're syncing up all the exact same routes. But, you know, I just choose one at a time. I'm too lazy. What's the name of the achievement, Maddie? Yeah, I mean, the 350 would definitely be a stress test for the beta, too.
Yellowtail 3612 Heavy. Contact
What's up, Rich?
Control
So far, so good. I mean,
127.5.
just on the first flight so far. But I'm not crashing or anything.
Contact Warsaw Control 127.5. Yellowtail 3612 Heavy. World Express 3318 Heavy. Contact Copenhagen Control 119.43. Bye-bye.
Center on 119.43.
Honor doesn't work with career mode because Honor controls mass balance and fuel. That is true. I guess it could mess up your career mode flight. What's up, Andy? No, the Starship is not on the marketplace yet. The other black square planes, many of them have made their way to the marketplace, so hopefully this one does too.
Contact Warsaw Control 127.45. Air Sweden 5102. Bye-bye.
Alright, waiting for about 1,000 or 1,200 feet per minute. Ground speed's 328, so 32 divided by 2 is 16 to 1,700 feet per minute. The Piaggio? Yeah, people like the Piaggio and the Starship are similar. They're both this futuristic double prop pusher style, you know, plane. This one looks like it has no tail. Just kind of funny. They're both good. I think it just depends on what avionics you want. The Piaggio uses the Proline 21 avionics. So if you've ever flown the CJ4 or the C90, the King Air C90, those are those same avionics. And then this one has more retro style. Starship's just more rare, I guess. But this plane has a lot of character. This plane's so much fun to fly. We worked on all the Easter eggs the last week or two, and yeah, it's great, man. Even without the Easter eggs, like that was just a nice bonus. But yeah, this thing's amazing. I don't know how if they fly the same. I've barely flown the Piaggio, so I'm not sure. Instead, standard, you just click the barrel knob right here. Push this knob. So either right click if you use the lock mode where it highlights, or point in the middle until you get the hand and left click.
Couch 323, Bremen radar. Expect Wagner 1 uniform with the Wagner transition. Runway 29er.
Expect Wagner 1 uniform with the Wagner transition. Runway 29er, couch 323.
Alright, they said to expect... Oh, where's Beyond ATC? Oh, there it is. They said to expect runway 29. 29 instead of 11.
Couch 323, Vagny 1 uniform with the Vagny transition, runway 29er. Report ready for descent.
We're not quite ready for descent. I just realized I didn't turn on any of the anti-icing this whole time. We're not flying through anything, but it should have the pitot install heat on. Alright, acknowledge.
Couch 323, Bremen radar.
She can do it. There you go.
Vagny 1 uniform with the Vagny transition. Runway 29er. Call when ready.
Alright, runway
Couch
29er
323.
EPWR in Poland.
Galileo 4772. Contact
29er recommended.
118
ILS.
375.
The BorkCoin was one
Contact
by.
Prague Center 118.375, Galileo 4772. Bye-bye.
Alright, so at the approach. Thank you for the Borks.
Couch 323. Descend to
Flight plan,
2,500
approach.
QNH 1021.
ILS runway 29. I'll just choose the only transition
Descend to
that's available.
2,500 feet. Couch 323.
Descend to 2,500 feet, okay.
Sprint Air 1988. Bremen radar. Expect Keelot 1 mic. Runway 28.
Alright, let's just do IAS and descend to 200 knots.
Sprint Air 1988.
Let's do more than that. Let's do 210. So they have us going to 2,500 feet. This goes down to 27 for the approach. Minimums on the Cat 1 DME are 610. Let's get our descent checklist up. Normal descent. Pressurization. Elevation at the runway is 400 feet. So 4 plus 500, 900. Set a little below 1,000. Okay, that's done. Rate knob, we'll leave it alone. Standby altimeter. Let's look at the weather. 1021 QNH. I don't know what that is. Let's put 1021 over here. And then hit the switch over here to change to inches. 3016. So we'll put in 3016. Okay, that's done. Seatbelt, smoking, power, and lights. Checklist complete. Alright, now let's put in some altitudes here. So, VNav, we're not going to worry about that altitude I put in before because they gave us a descent. So we'll hit clear, clear that one. And this has WR704 is 5,000. And then WR703 is 4,000. 702, 2,700. It cleared us down to 2,500. We're supposed to get the glide path here, so let's grab the localizer frequency. 110.3, we're going to go to nav and then put in 1103 in the active frequency. Then I'm going to go to nav source. This is active nav source. We hit it a second time. Now we can preset VOR1 as our secondary nav source. And then when we're ready, we can hit nav and then this button right here to transfer it over for the localizer. Alright, we got ATIS on 2433.
Malta Cat 5 Quebec Charlie. Bye-bye.
COM 12433 on COM 2. Or we could do it over here.
Temperature 11. 2.10. QNH 1021.
Alright, so bring this up and we'll just watch our vertical speed. Alright, we're not descending too fast, so let me do vertical speed.
Galileo 5960. Contact Warsaw Control 127.
And bring our speed back, just don't overspeed it.
Center on 127.45, Galileo 5960.
So it says to get here by 5,000 feet at this waypoint, we need to go 1,300 feet per minute, so we'll just do 14 to catch up.
1988. Kilod 1 mic. Runway 28.
Did Sim Update 3 unlock heavy? I'm not sure, I haven't checked.
If
you remind me after the flight, I can check it.
Sprint Air 1988.
What's up, Kappa? You patiently wait the Starship's arrival on Xbox? Dude, it's so cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, one of the last airworthy starships is 4 hours for me. That's awesome. Dude, it is absolutely incredible. I won't spoil them, but you should know that there are secrets hidden within the starship that are very, very fun to figure out.
Center on
We figured it. I think we're done with them, but I'm not sure. But we figured out more of them yesterday. It's incredible. I mean, even without that, it's incredible. It's just a nice bonus.
Descending via Bagni 1 uniform. Flight level 244.
Couch 323, Warsaw Control, identified.
Oh, is it Canada Day? Is that today or this weekend? Oh, it's tomorrow. We have 4th of July on Friday. Max ITT and climb? I think max ITT is just 840, but while you're in the early climb, the limitation is going to be your torque, and you should keep it at 90 or below. 100 torque for the takeoff, 90 for the climb, and then once you get to a certain altitude, your ITT will start being the limiting factor. But if you go down here and look on the checklist, so here, go to index, normal procedures, and then if you go all the way to the top, you can look at engine limitations. And then you can see all that right here. So ITT starting, takeoff 850, climb 840, cruise 840. But then also you can see here climb. You can do 84% at 1690. I usually just bring it back to 1600 and leave it there, because you just do 1600 prop speed on cruise anyway. So then if you're at 1600, you can do up to 89% on the torque. Yeah, and then down here it recommends prop cruise 1600. So I just do 1600 to keep it simple, but you could do 1690 if you want on the climb. I haven't done that.
Contact Potland approach 123.04. Couch 323.
What looks complicated?
Couch 323.
Scat.
Flight level 169. Are we have
The
India.
sim or this plane?
Couch 323 Poznan approach. Q and H10 to 1 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 29er.
QNH10 21 expect radar vectors for ILS runway 29er. Couch 323.
Couch 323, descend to 2,400 feet. Q and H1021 vectors for the approach.
All right,
Descend to
1021.
2,400 feet. QNH1021. Couch 323.
2,400 feet. We only need 1,200 feet. So since they're bringing us so low, I could just clear out these two altitude constraints and just get this one and just follow one of them. 1,200 feet per minute. Where are we going right now? Oh, I see. It's turn anticipation. It's not showing. It's just going out to this. All right. Let's get a half bank turned off. So we're going 1,200 feet per minute. Not overspeeding. Do I think the beta will release? I don't really think about it, honestly. Like, when it comes out, it comes out. Everybody delays everything so much. It's like, you know, you can just play the beta now if you want, and if not, you'll just get it when it's out. I mean, this beta doesn't have all that insanely huge features that I'm waiting for. Like, the night lighting is really nice, but I could wait for that. I mean, I just like to use the beta every now and then to see how it's doing. And I don't think downloading content locally is that huge of a deal. I mean, people that did it, and myself included, I don't know, I didn't see any major performance improvements, so. All right, we're still looking good at 1,100 feet per minute. 1,200 feet per minute. It says 1,100 down here.
Couch 323, 7 miles from vector underscore ILS underscore 1. Fly present heading. Maintain 1,400 feet until established on the final approach course.
Vector
Clear
underscore ILS underscore 1.
29er.
All right, we got cleared for the ILS.
Fly present heading. 1,400 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 29.
I've never heard it say that before.
323.
Vector underscore ILS underscore 1.
Couch 323, contact Rosloff Tower 1.
I should probably go back to normal speed now.
Bye-bye.
I was in 2x that whole time.
Over to tower 120.255.
I'm back at normal speed.
Couch 323.
And make sure I'm still on real time.
Rockwell Tower, Couch 323. ILS runway 29er.
All right, 1,000 feet per minute.
Couch 323, Rockwell Tower, wind variable, runway 29er cleared to land. Runway 29er cleared to land. Couch
Man,
323.
cleared to land this far out. Amazing. Who did you ask or who do you ask, Rock? You can just put in the Discord channel. Hopefully it's supported. I mean, it's an airliner, so it'll probably be in there. If it's a GA plane, it's questionable whether you'll ever see it, I guess. I don't think they added the Starship yet, did they? That's fine. I'm pretty hooked on FS Hub. Why is the GPU at 92 Celsius? Ooh. Yeah, that's really hot. Make sure the fans are working on it. Make sure your fans are pointing the right direction in your case. There's a, I don't know if you've looked at your fans before. That's really hot though. I would expect it to be well under 80. I think mine runs at like 68, 67, something like that. It matters the GPU, but yeah, it's just air, your cooling setup probably. Unless you got a one where they forgot to like take off the what are they? There's like a covering or whatever on the GPU chips or something, or like unless it's a manufacturing mistake. Has it always been running that hot? Yeah, the main temp sensor, yeah. I assume he's just talking about like the overall temperature, not the hotspot temp. But yeah, if you're just looking at the hotspot, then that would be normal. I mean, if you feel with your hand and there's like super hot air coming out, you probably need more airflow, or to, you know, increase the speed of your fans until it's blowing out like lukewarm air, or like warm air instead of like super hot air. If I feel super hot air coming out of mine, I turn the fans up. Okay, I didn't set our final approach course here. Oh, whoops, I have to go nav source preset. And final approach course is 291. Wait, did I pass the airport? Am I dumb? Oh, I did. That was the airport we flew over. We need to turn around. We're still descending anyway, so it's fine. I saw that field we were flying over and I was like, okay. The approach didn't take us like around the side or anything. Let's sync heading mode straight ahead. Alright, we'll just turn it around. Approach speed, we'll just set, you know, like 115 or so. Pressurization is done. Auto feather armed. Landing gear, flaps. Alright, 29er still says 0 knots. Yeah, I don't know why they changed this to 29 instead of 11. Alright, then we'll turn nav mode on, intercept the localizer. And keep the descent going down to 2,700. Oh, oops, nav source is on. I didn't swap the nav source. I'm making all sorts of mistakes. Yeah, I forgot there's a little nav source swap button you gotta hit here, so now we're on the localizer. You just flew this latest sim update from French Valley to Kern. It was smooth, nice. Alright, let's hit approach mode. Whoops. Clyde slopes above us right here. What's up, bird?
Well, a bird, bird, bird.
There it is.
Well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Well, a bird, bird.
Mac, thanks for the biddies. Thanks for the bird.
Well, a bird is a word. Well, a bird, bird. A bird is a word.
Get all the heat off. It's 20 degrees Celsius. Alright, fuel's all balanced. We're seeing a lot more like generic looking buildings. All right, let me just make sure I don't have photogrammetry off. No, photogrammetry's on. I'm seeing a lack of melting buildings right now. Maybe I'm just not looking close enough. We see rock trees anywhere? Are those train cars that were turned into buildings? Hey, we didn't intercept the localizer. What the heck, nav mode? Where am I going? Oh my god. So I guess approach mode does not arm nav mode. I guess approach mode is only for when you're on final, because it blew through, it like blew through the localizer. Maybe? I'm just here yapping away, letting autopilot do everything. Alright, can I just turn and land this? We'll see. Can I turn left and then right? Do like a mega S turn. We're gonna do an R turn. Okay, it's a U-turn, fine. I don't know why it didn't intercept the localizer while I was just yapping away. Alright, props full forward. Yaw dampers off, prop sync is off. How steep can we turn this thing? Alright, it's a floaty boy, so I'm gonna try to get it down lower than normal. Oh, thank you very much. Very nice.
Couch 323. Exit right at Alpha.
Right at
Exit
Alpha.
right at Alpha. Couch 323.
Couch 323. Contact ground 121.805. Bye-bye.
Ground 121.805. Couch 323.
Alright, any dudes coming in? Any dudes still coming in? There they are. EJ's down in the Hornet. And looks like a Hornet. That is, very interesting. It looks like a Super Hornet. Alright, what plane is JT in this hour? Let's see. 777 freighter. Oh yeah, he's in the blue. The couch baby blue. Eric's in the Vision Jet behind him. Look, we actually see him. Kind of far out. I don't mean like tubular, I mean like he is actually a far distance out. You're in the CRJ? It's even showing him in a couch captain's livery and he's in the CRJ. Okay, well they still haven't fixed any of the model matching, I guess. Gonna be the smoothest CRJ landing we've ever seen. It's the slowest 777 I've ever seen. He'll eventually get here. Cut him some slack? Okay. That looked like some nice butter, even if it wasn't a 777. The nose is like sunk into the ground. Couch. Looks like Eric's going around to another side or something. I mean, he's 20 miles out. You love the CRJ? Do you have the latest update? Guessing you have the latest update on. Alright, so next you guys wanted to do the 350 and get an achievement.
The BorkCoin was won by
Stupid Bird 26.
The heck? You changed voices. What just happened? Whoops. Uh-oh. Sorry. Sorry about that. Whoops. Testing the brakes. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you want to have a dance-off, do you? Don't make the... you remember who won the last dance-off? It was Bird, wasn't it? As per your sim, both Kip and JT are in the F-15. Nice. I think EJ is actually in the Super Hornet. Maybe. EVRA, whichever one you want, dude. We're gonna switch to, we're gonna switch to the A350. What's up, boys? What's up, boys? What's up, boys? Beautiful. That was great. That was great. Alright, that was great. What'd you tune into? Oh, or this little post-flight dance ritual that we have. It's brand new. Just happened. Beat Street? What's that? Beat Street? I love this game. Wait, what happened? JT broke his thigh? I didn't catch up on the news. I saw the post where he said he shot something into his leg from like an air compressor. What happened? Similar routes. EVRA. Oh, the pressure washer. I thought you said something popped off the thing and it hit you. That's the last I saw of it. You went to the doctor and what happened? You get a fracture or something? Yeah, it hit your thigh. We're going to switch to the 350. Maddie demands it. Oh, no doctor. Oh, okay. I thought you actually like broke your thigh. It sounded serious.
City 1270. Request IF.
Man, where's the black and gold one? Sorry, I'm gonna have to restart my sim. I need the black and gold one.
City 1270, Wroclaw ground.
I swear I
expect
downloaded
runway
it.
29er, Aljo 1 kilo departure. Squawk 1000.
I downloaded it. I don't know why it's not in there. Dan Razor's profile. Phoenix A320 Couch Force. Any builds 350-900 couch captains. Yep, that's the one. Already downloaded. I don't believe it. A359 couch. Start download. Oh, Dan has a buy me a coffee link. Have they ever talked about bringing fishing? Dude, that would be so awesome. I'm surprised there's not like a fishing mod. Fishing makes every game better. I would support that 100%. 2 minutes left to download. All right. Bird can add fishing. It looks like a Beastie Boys music video.
All aircraft be advised information Juliet now current. Q and H1021.
Good to know. Cool dancing, night night, CSCF. Have a good night. That's what we do here, we dance. This song should have been playing for the dance though. Talking chairs. They don't really say much. That's a stool. You can't be an armchair captain right off the bat, dude. You know, people should not. You know what people shouldn't do? Have any sort of fun. If you're having fun, then it makes me angry. Don't have fun. I hate it. I'm a real flight simmer.
Stupid bird 26. You've perched comfortably on the couch for a full 6 months now. Remarkable stamina, truly. I suspect your commitment could rival a Land Rover's persistence through mud and mayhem.
Okay, I think I downloaded it.
Thank you for steering alongside us. And here's hoping your future's filled with smoother flights than a Bugatti on an open road. Keep those wings flapping and the engines roaring.
All right, unzipping it and then I'll restart the sim. Sim objects. I'm just going to double check the liveries in there. Yep, I have 5 of them now. I must have forgotten to extract it last time. All right, restarting the sim. All right, sim is restarting. Bird, thank you for 6 months, dude. Thanks so much, buddy. Now we have the stupid bird poster. There it is. He's doing a little advertising. Whoops, let me keep that up for a second longer. He paid for it. The chair, at least the chair is an experienced pilot. What is that? Apparently not an experienced typer. Uh-oh. You gotta jump over the YouTube and do it again. Thanks, man. I'm gonna grab a water. I'll be right back. All right, sim's starting up. I'll be right back. All right, nice. I don't know how long that took to start up, but it's already ready. All right, A350. Can you speed up the sim without breaking it? Yeah, you can. You can use time acceleration in FS Hub. All FS Hub cares about is that you get to, I mean, it doesn't really care about anything. Like when you take off, it detects where you took off from. It knows what plane you're in, and it knows it tracks your GPS track no matter where you go, and it figures out where you land. If you land. And any missions you have, any achievements there are, you'll get credit for them instantly. The assignments, you have to like take them if you're doing those assignments for the VA, but you don't even have to do that. So you can basically just fly whatever route we're gonna fly. You'll get the same achievement. Some of them will be limited by like plane type or, you know, landing rate goals and stuff like that.
Gordon
for certain
Ramsay's key to
achievements.
cooking chicken centers around flavor, technique,
What?
and precision. Here are his top principles and tips for mastering chicken dishes.
What?
Ramsay's core techniques for cooking chicken. Start with quality ingredients. Ramsay emphasizes choosing fresh, high-quality chicken cuts, whether it's breasts, thighs, wings, or a whole bird.
Yeah.
Look for meat that's plump, moist, and free of discoloration. 1. Season generously. He uses salt, pepper, garlic powder, smoked paprika, thyme, and...
And that's it. That was beautiful. How to cook a bird. Are we cooking stupid bird? I guess so. We need a more specific recipe exactly for stupid bird. I gotta scroll back up and find which ones Maddie said to do. EVRA to LSZH. All right, so which one is that? What does it look like? Maddie, what's the name of it? The Switzerland one right here, time on your hands. Not this one. Oh, your airport of your choice, fly to and land at LSDH. Okay, is that Zurich? Your flight distance must be further than 120 nautical miles. Oh, well, we'll definitely do that. Third row, second to last. Yeah, okay, time on your hands. All right, and you said to go from what airport? Career mode's unstable? Yeah, sounds about right. Don't play it. Do free flight. Puppy. I mean, career mode has been bugged since day one. Anybody relying fully on career mode to have a good time in the sim has not gotten the memo that it's been a problem since day one. If you decide to use career mode, you're basically asking for bugs. So unless you're willing to put up with any bugs you run into, you should just not use career mode. EVRA, well, I don't, okay. Which one? I'll just pick the first one then. EVRA. EVRA to LSZH. I don't know the lengths or I can't make a decision.
This just in.
800 miles. Okay,
scientists
that's kind of
have
far.
recently found a link between all cancers and consuming stupid birds.
God.
Avoid at all costs and stick
ESSA,
to conventional
maybe?
birds.
If that's closer than 700 miles. 806 miles. Maybe we should find something more like 400 or 500 miles. I mean, I guess we can use sim rate. We only have to fly 120 miles for the... Yeah, those are really long. All right, I'll just find one. LSZH. Go to our route finder. Search route destination. There we go. Give it the 350. 350, 900. Less than like, I don't know, less than 2 hours. We'll see what we got. The GPS jamming, do you have to, so can we use SimBrief or no then? If you want to do something really specific, I just need you to give me the route. Like just give me the flight plan so I can just paste it in and we can just go. Cause now I have to like figure out where we're going. For we're getting rudely timed out. You said that you find it funny you found my channel during your nose surgery recovery 4 months ago. You were drugged up on medical grade fentanyl. How else could you have comprehended this chaos? Frankfurt? What is that? EDDF is right here. Frankfurt, 286. It's only 32 minutes though. I think at least an hour is good. Or like 45 minutes to an hour. It's already 10 p.m. so I just want to like get going with the flight. So I'm just going to pick something. This is an hour 15 from Gatwick. I think we just did that recently. What is this one? BorkTts. This is an hour and 49. You can find some IFR. Where is this in Spain? Hour and 35 minutes. Bilbao. What? There's literally nothing happening. She's just here freaking out. She already had her din-din and everything. This is a regional one. We probably don't want to do regional in these giant planes. Regional VFR. Good girl. Good. Good job. She's doing like little tiny barks you probably can't even hear, which is really good.
The BorkCoin was won by Stupid Bird 26.
EHAM. Oh yeah, EHAM is right here. International VFR. Hour and 2 minutes. All right, we can do the good old Skipple, the sheephole. Okay, let's make our SimBrief flight plan. Yeah, we don't have to worry about runway. My God. All right, A359. Any builds generate. All right, time on our hands. All right, gate heavy. Let's go see if the 350 works.
The BorkCoin was won by JZebda36.
Oh no. Not JT. Oh, you banned him. Nice. You timed him out. Beautiful. 10 minutes. Amazing. It'll be 10 minutes till we hear his fart sound effects. That was perfect. Perfect timing. Oh, he timed himself out. I thought somebody timed him out so he couldn't do his fart sound effects. It's just gonna take a while to load, I guess. I don't know why the FS... I don't know why the landing rate monitor thing keeps turning off. Like, it has this arrow pad thing and it just keeps shutting down, and it just between every flight it says unable to connect. I don't know if I broke it or I need to... I don't want to have to restart the thing the whole time. Every single time. Because I'm just not gonna use it.
So you can self-quarantine yourself for no apparent reasons. Other than that, you can just God damn.
She's going nuts
The
tonight.
BorkCoin was won by...
Man, this load time. It's just
JT
the
Azevedo.
things. Again? Oh my god. Thanks, JT. So glad when you win the BorkCoin. Alright. Come on, Wasm. Let's go. Load your online website technologies in the flight simulator, please. Come on, load up that JavaScript. Something we always think about when we play games. Come on. Load up all that JavaScript. He needs a shaming on YouTube. Yeah, this wasn't taking so long. I would have the airports up there. Yeah, we're gonna give JT a day off on YouTube. He's got a 24-hour timeout on YouTube. There he goes. See you, JT. Circumventing his timeout on Twitch. It's a 24-hour timeout on YouTube. Go take a nap on the couch on YouTube. Cheating the system. What's up, Emil? How you doing? Oh my god, we made it. We finally got in. Holy crap. It is only fair. So why is the arrow pad thing broken again? Yeah, it just doesn't work. It just says unable to connect to the LRM data connector. I never turned it off. If this thing just breaks every time, then it's gonna be really annoying. The whole point is for me to not have to do this stuff over and over again. I don't know why. I spent a bunch of time getting it to work just for this, and now every time I start a new flight, the data connector thing dies or something. I don't know. Data connector is started. I never stopped it. Do I have to do the route plan in here? No, it has the route. No, wait, this is EGLL to KORD. Oh, maybe I just have to do it from here. Fetching from SimBrief is broken. Oh, God. Why? EGLL. It won't fetch from SimBrief now. It's just broken. Yeah, well, it just gives me an error every time I click fetch from SimBrief. Why, nothing has changed. I had the same user ID. It's the same website as far as I know. SimBrief's still the same website. So why does this not work? Yeah, it's just broken. Over and over and over again. It can't grab anything from SimBrief. SimBrief not working for you on the web? Oh, did SimBrief just go down? Oh, you might be right. What are the chances? Okay. Was timing out earlier? Nice. Yeah, it's just dead. Server took too long to respond. Yeah, it looks dead. Well, let me at least see if FS Hub is tracking me then. Okay, so this isn't an FS Hub problem. Okay, it's tracking me on the ground with FS Hub, so there we go. You've never seen it? Yeah, I've seen it go down a bunch of times. Now I just don't know why. Okay, so maybe the arrow pad thing doesn't work until it brings in my latest SimBrief flight plan, and it can't do that right now? Maybe? No, that's not true. You don't need the... I don't think you need to do SimBrief to use the arrow pad thing, right? So why is this thing still not working? Oh, I got my...
But no,
okay.
you just had to blow it up. You.
They pulled it in on SimBrief.
Pride and your ego.
And it's still not running. So if this is something I have to start and stop every single flight, then it's going to be so annoying. Like, I might as well be using Volanta. The whole point was for me to combine these things so I can only use one thing, but every time I try to open this arrow pad, it just stops working. So I'm guessing I have to go into services, data connector, restart every single time I want to use the arrow pad between flights. Maybe? No, it's just not running still. Unable to connect. I never stopped it. Bleh. I don't know. Unable to connect. Okay. I bet I have to close LRM completely and restart it. And if I have to close and restart the program every single flight I do, it's gonna get really old really fast. Yep, now it works. So for this to work, I have to restart LRM every single time I do a flight just to get the overlay working again. Oh man, that's a pain. Hopefully it's just a bug they can fix, because that's going to be really annoying if I have to do that every single time. Okay. It's like, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I think I find something that's going to be perfect, and then, of course, like 3 days in, I run into a problem, and I'm like, oh my god, no. Now I know the annoyance, and I can't remove the... Hopefully it's just a bug. We'll see. I hope it's just a bug, and we can... and I can use it, because I just spent a bunch of time last night trying to get it to replace my overlay and the bot commands and all sorts of stuff, so... Alright, we'll see. I'll tell them it's... between every flight it's broken. Alright, seat belts, nav light. Alright, that music is... it's a little too fun. A little too fun right now. Alright, flight plan. I'm not going to use GSX. Let me go turn... Okay, GSX controls off. Flight op status, import, EHAM, LSZH. Okay, load sheet, sim brief import. Done. Set 0 fuel weight. Done. Set fuel. Instant. Done. Okay, takeoff performance. Alright, let's go down here. Okay, let me get legacy controls on. Alright, flight plan request. Let's bring up the sim brief. Insert. Okay, fuel and load. It's all loaded, so I can just click here and hit enter a few times. If the... Oh my god, this camera bug with the beta. This is so annoying, dude. Yeah, I can't free look with my mouse. If you use an instrument camera, you can't free look anymore. Oh my god. I remember why I hated the beta so much. I'm just right clicking and dragging. This is what it's doing. I'm dragging down and it's going up. I have to use my thumbstick. I can't even use my mouse. That is crazy. Enter, enter, enter. Yikes, Microsoft. They fixed the drone, but they still broke the camera. Oh man. Alright, passengers 198. Yeah, this beta is rough. I feel like this one's way worse than Sim Update 2 beta ever was. Alright, departure, we got the Lopi to November. Runway 09. Via Lopik. Okay, I guess that's the only one. Insert destination expecting runway 14. Okay. ILS 14, the star is the BLM3 Golf. Via BLM3 Golf via BLM. Okay, I think that's it. Insert, insert. Okay, now we need our... We did our weight and balance already. Fuel payload is done. Okay, takeoff performance. Let's go do that over here. Sync FMS. Let's get beyond ATC going. 100%. I mean, Flight Sim 2020 is not 100%. That's been out almost 5 years. Flight simulators are, like, by their nature, very, very finicky because we put all sorts of add-ons on them. We have, like, dozens and dozens and dozens of third-party add-ons and things bought or installed from the marketplace, and it's the Wild West of mods. So we're essentially playing a mod more than a flight sim, the way most of us play it. If you run it completely stock, then it's going to be very stable. Alright, let's sync the weather. Runway 9, and then let's grab the ATIS over here. Clearance, well, let's let her do the work.
Couch 323 Heavy, IFR to Zurich.
Couch 323 Heavy, skip hole delivery. Expect runway 36
get our
left. Low pick
APU
2 Zulu
up.
departure. Initial climb to flight level 060.
36 left.
Squawk 1000.
Low pick 2 Zulu departure. Squawk 1000. Couch 323 Heavy.
Couch 323 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.705 when ready for push or start.
Yeah, I can't believe I can't right click and move my mouse.
Ground 121.705 when ready for pushback or engine start. Couch 323
Alright, so they changed me from
Heavy.
09 to runway 36 left.
You're very welcome.
Alright, 36 left, and the low P2 Zulu instead. There we go. Okay, insert. And let's get the charts up over here. And actually, let's do the takeoff performance. 36 left. On and flex, compute. Alright, temp 67, 146, 148, 152, flaps 1. So we'll go init performance and then send to FMS. There we go, confirm, flex, packs on, anti-ice off, flaps 1. Alright, let's pin our charts. So terminal charts. I think I have the Lido charts on.
A gate Delta 51 request pushback.
Alright, so for our SID, it is low P2 Zulu, the runway 36 left.
Face west.
Alright, there's runways 36 left.
Face west. Transavia 5315.
2 Zulus down here. Alright, 36 left. Looks like a 09 or 1, 162. So 002 on the initial heading. Alright, and then at Zurich, we're going to have the BLM3 Golf arrival. We'll hit star. Stars to Gipol, Wills 3 Zulu. I don't know which one of these we have. So let's look over here at our waypoints and see if we can figure it out. Low pick. Is it Gipol? Is that the one we have? Yeah, stars to Gipol. Okay, Gipol, and then at Zurich, we're going to want instrument approach for runway 14. ILS 14. There's also an RNP. We'll pin that one. And then we'll get the ground chart. Okay. Alright, now we go to pins. Okay, that's everything we need. And then on route, we'll just zoom in for the taxiway diagram.
Transavia 5315, runway 36 left taxi via Alpha 10, Alpha 13 Alpha, Alpha 16 Bravo, Delta, Whiskey 5, Victor, Victor Echo, Victor Sierra, Victor 4.
Alright, let's hit comma 1015 on the altimeter. APU bleed on. We'll tell them we're ready for push and start.
Taxi via Alpha 10, Alpha 13 Alpha, Alpha 16 Bravo, Delta, Whiskey 5 Victor, Victor Echo.
And then we'll go to ground chart.
Victor 4.
Get the GPU off. Parking brake is on, and then get rid of the chocks. Make sure all doors are closed. And then go back to the on-route chart. All right.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All right, there we go. Let's get out of here. Yeah, like I said, career mode is not worth playing if you can't deal with the bugs. If you don't have the time to put up with bugs, then I wouldn't play it. I would do free flight mode, look up real world routes to fly, or just, you know, place you want to fly. So I don't know what kind of planes you're flying, but you can look up route finders. You could even use something like FS Hub and participate in a VA, because after you do the flight, you can submit a manual report and it'll track you just like it tracks us automatically. So you can like put in a manual pilot report. And then you can keep track of all your landings and where you've flown and all that. But you just have to put it in manually since it can't track you. And then you could basically do what we're doing. I mean, you could use this site or, you know, other ones to go through and look at achievements and, you know, log your flights and get credit for the achievements. It's just on PC, it's able to track it automatically. Whoa. What the heck? Alright, we're gonna go nose left.
Couch 323 heavy at gate Echo 5. Request pushback.
Parking brakes, please.
Whoa. Nice.
Couch 323 heavy, skip hull ground, pushback approved. Face
All
north.
engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, start at will.
Face north. Couch 323 heavy.
Alright, engine uno. Oh my god, the screens, dude. What is that? Alright, engine 1 available, engine 2 starting. I don't know how they still have problems with cameras. It's crazy, like, man. How do they do it? Oh, I forgot the beacon. Hey, don't we have intercom packs and stuff? Where's all the sound? I have to turn all these on every single time I get in the plane. I thought we were supposed to have cabin packs or whatever.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set. That was a good pushback. Alright, engine 2 available. Ignition off, flaps 1. Spoilers armed. Auto brakes max.
Unlocking gear.
Takeoff config. Cabin is ready. Purser button. Flaps are going out.
Drone track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Alright, takeoff config is good. Everything is green. APU off. Master switch off. Request taxi.
Couch 323 heavy.
Taxi light
Request
on.
taxi.
Now, are we supposed to be hearing the...
Couch 323 heavy. Runway 36
Maybe I turned it
left
off.
Taxi via Alpha 16 Bravo.
In volume?
Delta,
Oh, sound and
5.
cabin.
Hold short runway 36
Okay.
enter.
Cabin language is turned on.
Runway 36 left
Did I
taxi
turn it off in
via
volume,
Alpha
maybe?
16.
Oh, yeah, I
Bravo,
did. There we go.
Delta, Whiskey 5.
I think I was using a
Hold
different
short,
program.
runway 36 center. Couch 323 heavy.
Alright, hopefully it's not too loud. We'll find out.
Transavia 5315. Cross runway 36 center at Whiskey 5. Continue
Alright, runway
taxi via
36 left.
short runway
I'm just using the
36
Beyond
center.
ATC map over here on the side.
Cross runway
Alright, parking
36
brakes
center at
off.
Whiskey
Taxi
5.
light is on.
Continue taxi via.
Let's get all these extra lights off.
Center, Transavia 5315.
Turn this guy off. If I turn this off, is this gonna yell at me? I'm just gonna say it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, I don't care. Okay, there we go. Wait, why are those flipped? I don't want them swapped though. Okay, that's fine. If it saves you half an FPS, this is a 350. Bring back GA? What do you mean? We just did a flight in the Starship. Yesterday we did a flight in the Dakota and then the Starship. What do you mean bring back GA? I do all the things. Alright, left on Bravo. What's up, Gordon? How you doing? And this is definitely going to stress test Sim Update 3. I mean, this is one of the worst performing planes you can fly, so if we don't lose our minds in Sim Update 3, then I guess that's saying it's okay, minus the camera bugs. Flight Sim 24 looks good for you now. You get the annoying pop-up resources. Turn your texture resolution down. Turn texture resolution down, or maybe like turn on DLSS if you're not using it. Oh, Cowtown? Yeah, I tuned into Cowtown. Yeah, he's great to watch. He does a lot of testing too, which I appreciate. I feel like we end up doing that a lot here. Just trying things out, trying to see what problems are, troubleshoot, and he does a lot of that as well, so I like it. He wants to know the answers, you know? Alright, looks like we're going past here all the way around the other side of the airport. This way. Hello! What's up, Jewel? The whiskey bar's open? Nice. It is 10:30. You turn your resolution down a little bit. Yeah, you could try turning your render scale down like 10% at a time, see if you notice it. Mine's at 70. I don't really notice it too much. I mean, 4K would look incredible since that's what this monitor is, but yeah, for the sake of the stream and performance. Yeah, I just turned it down. I mean, I've seen that error message myself, and I have 24 gigs of RAM. Durin. I have the same thing sometimes, so it could just be like if you're at a huge airport with a lot of multiplayer traffic or a lot of injected traffic. There could be, like, there are situations where I see it every now and then. It's not constant, though.
All aircraft be advised information kilo now current. QNH1015.
Sweet, we're already at 1015. Yeah, weird, we can't turn the error message off. Yeah, it is pretty in your face. Alright, they give us maintain 6,000. And we should just do TA, not TARA. They wanted me to do an intersection departure back there. I missed it. Oh no, they wanted me to cross the runway. This is 18 center, and I'm supposed to go to 36 or something. Alright, we're just gonna cross here.
Waiting to cross 36 center.
Whoops. Oh no.
Couch 323 heavy. Cross runway 36 center at Whiskey 5. Continue.
Oh, I should have gone all the way down that way.
Delta, Whiskey 5.
Oh crap.
Hold short runway 36 center.
Alright, we're just gonna quickly back taxi on the runway.
At Whiskey 5.
That's alright. 36 center is good. We're alright. We're alright.
Whiskey 5. Hold short runway 36 center.
We just take off from this runway. I mean, this runway looks fine to me. It looks like a perfectly good runway. Just in the opposite direction.
Couch 323 heavy. Cross runway 36 center at Whiskey 5. Continue taxi via Whiskey 2.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna cross.
5.
We're gonna cross.
Hold short runway 36 center.
Oh, we'll be just fine.
Cross runway 36
That's what happens when I read chat instead of flying the plane.
Continue taxi
It's
via
not my
Whiskey
fault.
2,
It's your
Delta,
guys' fault.
Whiskey 5.
If you guys weren't
Hold short
talking,
runway 36
then I wouldn't have to look at
Couch
anything.
323 heavy.
Good night, JT. Have a good one, dude. Hope you recover from your injury. I'm not talking about the pressure washer thing. I'm talking about your ego for your 24-hour timeout. Blame Bird. It's a good thing we didn't do like an 800-mile flight, because we're doing 100 miles on the ground right here just taxiing. Why no cabin? Performance. No need to load it in. I'm the pilot. I don't really look in the cabin. Unless there's an unruly passenger that needs to be duct taped to their seat. Which I haven't tested those in this plane yet. I know they're in there. It's so just like, dude. They're spending their time duct taping adding features to duct tape passengers to the seat, instead of giving us some more FPS. Forget the passenger mini games, dude, and give us some good performance. This is another reason why, like, people just, every time I see a thread on Reddit, everybody recommends the PMDG over this thing. Oh, here's a nice bump right here. Ooh. Here comes another one. Oh, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, the close proximity thing, they like quadrupled the distance for some reason. Why do they insist? I don't know why they insist on changing things that aren't broken. It's just like classic developer stuff. Just like, did anybody ask for that feature to like count for more planes quadruple the distance away? So then your friend that's near you just disappears completely? Even though they're not interfering with your plane at all? Like it worked fine in 2020. You had it already, just use the same thing. It's totally fine. Don't gotta put in the any extra work. It's very strange.
Couch 323 heavy. Contact
That's us.
Tower 118.
Oh my god, we finally made it.
105. Have a good morning.
Contact Tower 118.105. Couch 323 heavy.
Yeah, I have the left-handed Constellation. The vast majority of the time, like, you're gonna be using your left hand if you're matching. In my opinion, everybody should have a left-handed stick. If you have a yoke, that's fine if you have the desk space for it, but if you're gonna get a stick, it should be left-handed. Unless you happen to use your mouse with your right hand, or you want to play right seat instead of left seat, then right hand makes sense. But assuming you use your mouse with your right hand, stick in the left hand makes the most sense. You're gonna have if you're left seat, you're gonna have a side stick in the left hand, probably have a yoke just in your left hand, right hand's always on the throttle. Unless you fly like warbirds, you know, tail draggers and warbirds, a lot of those have throttle left hand, stick right hand. But yeah, if you're doing GA stuff and airliner stuff, and you're doing left seat, then, and you use a computer that has a stick, or they use a mouse with your right hand. Right hand's on the control panel or the mouse, yeah. I mean, I'm only using the control panel when I'm using the throttle, which is as little as possible because I just turn the autopilot on as often as possible, you know? But I grab my mouse a lot, like I use my stick and my mouse in tandem a lot. Right now I'm twisting my stick for my tiller axis right here while using my mouse with my right hand to go up here and hit my lights. I use my mouse probably more than most people. I just like the simplicity of not having to bind things.
Cleared for takeoff. Couch 323
but I have like flaps and gear on my throttle. No, I don't have any control panels like wind wing or nothing like that. Mainly, like, I probably would if I wasn't streaming, but because I'm streaming, I just show everything with my mouse. I've gotten used to it. I just have a stick, throttle, rudder, and mouse. The only things I really use on my rudder that you don't see is like, or my stick is like maybe engage autopilot, turn on yaw damper, you know, put the flaps up, put the gear up. I have those on buttons. But yeah, I like having a pretty simple setup. Alright, flex 67, SRS, climb, and auto thrust.
V1.
Couch 323 heavy. Contact skip hole departure 119.055.
Contact skip hole departure 119.055. Couch 323 heavy. Skip hole departure. Couch 323 heavy. 1,900 feet.
departure identified. Climb to flight level 170.
Alright,
Climb to flight
170,
level
open
170.
climb.
Couch 323
flaps up.
heavy.
Sweet. Is most of my community on Twitch? There's like usually about half as many people on Twitch as YouTube. Just depends on the night, really, but yeah, some people just preferred Twitch. So like 6-7 months ago, I started multi-streaming on Twitch. But it's just personal preference. Twitch has all the like interactive things, like you can troll me and block my screen on landing, and you know, it's easier to like play TTS and stuff if you want to do the more interactive stuff, the silly stuff. This is me putting my hardware all the way out. Yeah, like that. Alright, so we got right turn here, 0901, right turn 162, low pick 2 Zulu right there. I shouldn't have said anything. Here come the crabs. Crabs terrorizing terrorizing the Netherlands. Yeah, 1-8 right was recommended. Yeah, I fly the Boeing with a stick, yep. I mean, there's not much difference. I mean, you're gonna... The only difference is if you had a yoke, you'd use 2 hands when you're taking off, and then after that, you're just using your left hand. And then when you're landing, you're just using your left hand anyway. Your other hand's on the throttle. So... I mean, I'm not gonna get, I'm not gonna like match my peripherals to every plane I fly. I just want one good high quality stick and I'm good to go. And I also don't have to put it on my desk. I have it mounted, so it's just off to the side. I don't have to like remove it during the workday or anything like that. It's just super convenient. I'm a big fan of like just one high quality side stick. And most of the time it should be a left-hand stick. All right, Rookie, have a good night, dude. How's the performance? It doesn't feel great. I mean, it never feels like good performance in this plane, so I'm not surprised. I bet I'm at like 28 FPS or something. 32, 31.
This is the Airbus A350, a twin-engine flying pencil the size of a small village, capable of carrying 350 people to their deaths in business class comfort. It's made mostly of carbon fiber, which means it's stronger than steel, lighter than a Victoria's Secret model, and more expensive than Jeff Bezos' divorce. Now, I've been in a lot of planes. Most of them try to make you feel like you're not flying in a glorified metal tube with a tray of congealed lasagna.
Oh my God.
Up, up, up! Can only go up from here. Up, up, up! Where the clouds gonna clear. Up, up, up! There's no way but up from here.
Absolutely beautiful. Jeez. We're gonna switching the volume up a little bit. I haven't heard any announcements. Maybe I missed them. Manipulator volume. Manipulators.
Couch 323 Heavy. Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175. Bye-bye.
Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175. Couch 323 Heavy. Have a good morning.
Is it not worth it? I mean, it has the 900, the 900 ULR, which is just like the 900 with a center tank or something, and then the 1000. So you are getting like 2 variants, but I mean this, it's got a lot of features. There are some people that really love it. There's not an alternative right now, unfortunately, so if you really want an A350, I mean, if you don't want to fly the free A380, then I could see why you would want the 350. You also have a 330 for free. That's by the same developer. Or you could, like, if you want an Airbus, yeah. I mean, there just aren't a lot of options. Like, if you want the 350 specifically, this is like your only option, unfortunately. So that's why most people have it. The performance is very bad. It's been bad since the start, unfortunately. They said they made some significant improvements, but I don't think we're hitting 70 FPS anytime soon like I do in the PMDGs. So I think if you want a long haul plane and you don't want, and you don't only want an Airbus, then I would consider the 777s. The 777s are very solid. And you could get like the freighter for, what's it called? Like $55 instead of $75. So, does it have a flushable toilet? It does. It does actually. Yeah, it's got all sorts of stuff you can do when you're getting 30 FPS or 29 FPS. Look. Can we? Oh no, I have the cabin turned off. Sorry, I turned the cabin off. This is the performance with the cabin off. I don't know why it renders most of the cabin, but cabin off just means no seats and a couple things taken off here instead of actually no cabin. Like, for some reason all this stuff is still in the cabin version. I have no idea why. But yeah, there's a flushable toilet. They're inflatable slides. There's all sorts of features that you don't really need, where you would rather have better performance than have those features, I think. So yeah, the 787's an option, but a lot of people they just really don't want a default plane. Though I don't like the 787. You can get the mods for it too, right? You can get the what is it? The Horizon mod. There's like a 787-800 mod and a 787-9-9 mod. Not 800, -8 and -9. Yeah, the couches take up more space. It would be funny if we could put in actual couches, but yeah, we just have the regular chairs. It says couch on all of them though, I think. I mean, if performance is important to you, I would not buy this plane. Yeah, there are 3 of them, yeah. It just depends. Oh, I'm clear to climb, thanks, Chase. It just depends on, it just depends if you have a preference. I mean, I like the freighter and the 200. I don't care about the 300 because I don't, like, if I'm going to choose a variant, I personally am going to choose the smaller variant every time. So I'd rather fly the 319 than the 320. I'd rather fly the 737-700 than the 800. Or sometimes even the 600. That thing was super fun in Flight Sim 2020. So it just matters your personal preference, you know. All three of the 777s by PMDG are gonna have great performance. The freighter is like $20 cheaper. It's only one variant. It's just cargo. It's got the huge, what is it? The 105s or whatever, the GE 90-105s or something. So it's just one option. You have one engine type and one configuration for the freighter. And it's like $20 cheaper than the 200 and 300. The 200 is, yeah, a little smaller than the 300, but so it's less popular. The 300's like more popular for real world routes, but the 200 has 3 different engine options. So you can do like the GE, the Rolls-Royce, or the Pratt & Whitney's. So that's cool. And then some people want the 300 because they want the longer range. They want the more popular variant. So it's totally a personal choice. Like it just, do you want to save 20 bucks and you're okay only flying cargo variant? Then get the freighter. If you like the 3 engine options and you don't have to have the 300 because you don't want to match real world ops or something, I'd get the 200. Because then you get 3 engines to pick from and it's going to feel pretty much the same. And if you just want the 300 for like, you know, matching the routes you want to fly, or you just love the plane, that specific variant, then get the 300. They're all going to have great performance. The 300 is going to be a little less performant. I think the other day we were loading them in. I haven't reloaded the sim in between every plane load. That's the proper way to do it, because as we were loading more and more airliners the other night, my performance kept going down and down and down and down. So I started with like 72 or something FPS max on the PMDG freighter. And then when I loaded it in after testing like 6 or 7 other planes, it had like 50 frames per second. So it seemed like the 300 had slightly worse performance, but it was just like 3 or 4 frames, you know, it's like not much. Mid-air refueling. There was a mid-air refueling add-on, like a military mid-air refueling add-on in Flight Sim 2020. I don't know if that made its way to 2024, but you know, technically all the planes have mid-air refueling. You just use the EFB or the CDU and just refill the thing. But yeah, in my opinion though, like if you are considering getting a PMDG and you like anything they have to offer, seriously, all the PMDGs are awesome. They're all great. $747, yeah. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to the CRJ this week because I just like flying shorter hauls. I've been really flying like the 350 and the 777s because they came to Flight Sim 24 first, you know? We had the Phoenix, but like, yeah, I really want the CRJ. That's going to be fun this week. Allegedly, we're getting it. Allegedly, we're getting it with the marketplace update. The power supply. Wait, let me look up the model number. What is it? I don't want to get the model number wrong. Oh, did I not put that on my page? Yeah, what was it? It's a Corsair 1000 G. I have to look up the. It's a Corsair 1000 watt power supply. HXI. Yeah, it's the Corsair HXI 1000 watt, 80 plus platinum. Corsair HXI 1000. see. I'm just adding it to my page because yeah, I forgot to put that one on there. Yeah, Corsair loves X, yeah, CX, HX.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0 by.
Do you need to apply FSFO for every plane? Basically, yeah. Because think about it, the flows and the planes are like, they're totally, they're just totally different from one another. I don't know that they have another option, but I bought it for the Phoenix. It only works in the Phoenix A320 for me. I couldn't, it wouldn't work in the 319 when I tried it. And I think I had problems with it working in the Max. The iFly Max was not working, and nor was the 777 working for me. So if you fly the A320 specifically, then I think it might be worth it. Just for the 320, but the other ones I didn't have any luck with, unfortunately. It was really cool though. I liked using it. I thought it was really neat. I already updated the site with the power supply. Thanks for asking, Next. I forgot to put it on there. Your ATC is always buggy when you let the autopilot follow it. You file it, they approve it. You fly and they moan. Are you at the right altitude? What are they telling you? Alright, well, we clearly aren't going to get more than like 30 FPS. I guess I could go in, like, with this plane I have to go in and change my settings. Like, I could turn on dynamic, or I could just turn this down to like 100. And I could turn off ray trace shadows. That'll probably help quite a bit. Let's see. Maybe a little bit. 37. The outsides are always a different story. It's a little better. I mean, ray tracing the ray trace shadows look really nice, but do I think an 850 watt's enough? I just use PC part picker, but you can't go wrong getting 1,000. If you can afford 1,000, I mean, it's not going to use. It's only going to use as much power as it needs, as far as I know, right? So you can get a 1,000, and then you're future-proofing it. So it's better to have some overhead. So if you can afford the 1,000, I would just get one. But otherwise, I would use like PCPartPicker.com. Go to that website, pick all of your parts there, and it'll do all the power consumption estimates for you. Alright, let's get rid of the FPS. We know it's not going to be amazing. Oh, when they tell you to descend 40,000 feet in 3 minutes. Oh, got you. Yeah, I mean, career mode is just buggy. Like, if it's annoying, if you're on PC, I 100% recommend just like using a career mode mod instead. Use like, and especially because then you can use stuff like beyond ATC. Do we have another discontinuity coming up? Not that I see yet. Did they not fix the, yeah, they didn't. I gotta look for my thread that I made about the camera mode thing. That is, it's so frustrating. Can't free look. Yeah, I made it 2 weeks ago. It only has 3 votes. If you guys want to vote for it, here's the thread I made 2 weeks ago. If you're running into the same problem in the beta, if you want to upvote it, if you have the same problem, here's the link. The problem is, if you just use any instrument camera, so like shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 0, use those and then try to move your mouse by right clicking. It just is all janky. It barely moves or moves in the wrong direction or stutters and stops, and you just can't move your, you can't do it. Middle mouse button? Middle mouse button is, the default is lock. Yeah, mine, I took mine off of the lock thing. The default is hold right click. And I didn't change my settings. In the 737, can you not have the simulated reality? No, you can't. There's no like synthetic vision. So even this A350 doesn't have it. Sometimes you have a HUD though, if you want. This HUD doesn't work. I believe is it the iFly 737 has a HUD, right? Did the NGs have HUDs? I don't think so, right? Like the default Asobo 737, I think also has, 737 Maxes have a HUD. I believe the 787 has a HUD. Yeah, so the Max has a HUD. I think the 787 has a HUD. 777s don't have a HUD, right? They do. I've never used it. I don't think they do. But no, they don't have synthetic vision.
The Bork, no, it was one bang.
Oh, the NGs did have a HUD? Yeah, was it in the options you could like turn it on? I think I remember the NGs having a... going crazy. Yeah, in the FMS, that's right. Oh yeah, the Horizon has a HUD. I think the default 787-10 has a HUD, I think. It's been a long time since I've been in the 787, or the 747. Alright, what's our TOD? Oh, 120 miles, nice. Alright, I guess I should unpin the SID, bring up the star. And we had Gipple here. Oh, they all go to Gipple. Let's just see which path we take. Oh my god, I can't right click. I can't right click again. It's so frustrating. You just know that they don't play their own sim. It's crazy. How do you not see this bug the first time you play the game? It's wild, man. It's wild. Eleno to Dick to Limgo to Sutal, QT, GTQ, Poggle. So we have BLM, ZH, so Tupov, BLM, Gipple. Where is is... There's BLM right there. So we have BLM, ZH677, Gipple is at 7,000. Yeah, they all end here at Gipple at 7,000 from this direction. Alright, so 7,000 is going to be our descent. How's the update? It seems like, well, somebody earlier said that they fixed the... Somebody said they fixed the drone bug where when you switch to the drone camera, it throws your plane up in the air, which is super crazy. Oh, the drone toggle? Wait, oh, somebody said that they fixed it. Did you run into it, Salty? You never use instrument camera views? That's crazy. I don't know how people don't use instrument camera views. It's the easiest way to get to everything you need without doing this, and then if you're in a turn, it moving under your mouse. Time to get to the overhead camera, the overhead panel. Gotta turn my head sideways real quick. And then back. It's just like, okay, I just go boom, everything's stabilized, boom, I'm back. Instrument cameras are the best. Control bugs is annoying. On console, the cursor mode, every now and then it pitches and rolls. You're looking down at the comp. Next thing you know, you're in a nose down dive. Drone shortcut key is not fixed? Oh. You never touch your keyboard. Huh. Am I the exception? Instrument camera views are the coolest thing ever. Because you don't have to be precise. Like, I know when I hit shift 4 in this plane, this will be the exact same camera view every single time. In the exact same position, the exact same distance, with all the exact controls that I need, all visible instantaneously. As opposed to needing to do this and move in certain directions or zoom levels depending on what I'm trying to find. And manually do that every single time. Like, why would I waste the effort? I can just hit one button, get the same exact camera every single time. If I want my EFB, if I want my touchscreens, I just shift 5 every single time. Yeah, the planes that have bad instrument cameras are you can't do anything about it, so that sucks. But then it's just the developer's fault. Like, this developer thinks that this is an instrument camera for some reason. This is any build's logic. They're using instrument cameras for what should be used for showcase/fixed cameras. They just don't understand the sim. They don't know what the different camera modes are even for. It's crazy. They make these planes for a living, and they don't understand the purposes of each camera type. Always kind of blows my mind.
Transavia 17 Echo, bye-bye.
Yeah, you just got used to looking and zooming. I mean, I do it every now and then, but I usually do it because the instrument camera views are bad. So like if I need to change my radio, I could hit shift 3 in this plane, but look how far up it is, and then I have to get interfered with by the top menu bar. So like even this shows that the people don't understand how the game works, because if you set a camera like this, you are putting the radios and the engine starters in the view, but if you don't think one thought past that, which is the menu bar gets in the way, the top toolbar gets in the way every time, so you can't even click the engine starters. I literally can't click them. So like they just don't know what they're doing. Like I can't click those. If I go up here, I can't click the right side buttons for the nav radios. Like if they knew that, they would make the camera view like this instead, so this doesn't interfere with it. It's just stuff like that blows my mind, that there are people that have been making planes for sims for like decade plus, or for this sim since 2020 came out, and they still don't understand the purpose of each plane. They still don't understand that the top toolbar exists. So when you put something at the top of it on one of these camera views, you can't get to it. Or this is another example. These are touchscreens, but there are still bugs on these touchscreens that require you to use the keyboard down below. So the right touchscreen, you still can't use keyboard entry mode with hitting control. It only works on the left screen. Because of that, you always have to move your view like this to get to the hardware buttons. And that's not the only thing. When you're picking from a list that has more than one page of, say, approaches, you have to go down here and use the little arrows. So they themselves like don't even recognize their own bugs and flaws and like the requirement to use these buttons down here in a lot of scenarios, and they don't set the camera appropriately. Like they just don't know enough about their own plane to set the cameras properly. It's just, I don't know, I think it's unacceptable. For an $85 plane from such a highly marketed, like well-known developer, to not have those little things covered is kind of crazy. Like, how long would it take to fix that? 5-10 minutes? A half hour at most? Like, they just don't know about it, they don't care about it, or they don't know the details. It's the same reason why they've never even gone in and defined more than 2 fixed cameras. Default airplanes in the sim have more than 2 showcase cameras to go out to. And the good ones have like 15 of them that cover all of the wing views, all the views you would use during GSX, looking out at the plane and outside from inside the plane, and looking from outside inside. The custom cameras, nope, you cannot duplicate how instrument cameras work, and you cannot duplicate how fixed cameras work. We have 3 different camera types in the sim. We have our cockpit camera. We can also turn that into an instrument view preset with shift 1 through 9. We have the chase camera, the external camera, which fixes on the like the CG of the plane, and you can go in and out. This is independent. So when you change it, you can go back and forth between those 2. Then we have the showcase cameras, which are fixed to the plane and don't move based on the plane's movement. They move with the plane. So here we have fixed camera, only 2 of them. This is another independent camera. So I can go between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 without changing the position. We have 3 independent cameras. So the instrument camera views, these move to an instrument camera preset position, and they are fixed to the instruments. So if the plane is in turbulence or turning or having G-force or anything, your mouse will not move when the plane is moving under these. Your mouse will stay exactly where you point it. Only instrument cameras do that. If you set a custom camera to this view and the plane is turning, your mouse is gonna move under it. With the fixed camera view, if you set a custom camera back here like this one, when the plane moves, the camera is going to move. Is it going to move with the plane? It might move with the plane. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But the custom cameras move. The plane will move under the custom cameras. The fixed cameras, the camera stays exactly where it is relative to the plane, and you see the horizon move primarily. So they're just all totally different. There are not 10 custom cameras in Flight Sim 2024, there are only 4. It's Shift, F1, F2, F3, F4. So not only are you unable to have a fixed camera, an instrument camera where your mouse doesn't move under it, you have to sacrifice one of your 4 cameras. You only have 4 by default in Flight Sim 24. It's Shift, F1 through F4, and to set those, it's Shift, F5, 6, 7, and 8. So there's only 4. And they behave differently. So here, as the plane's turning, if I zoom in like this is a fixed camera, and I point my mouse at the L, it will not move from where it's pointed at the L. If I move this camera over here and make a custom camera for it, like this, looking close to the L, and then I use it, and I point at it, as we make a turn, the plane is going to move underneath the mouse cursor. I mean, we're taking a very shallow turn. But see the mouse cursor moving subtly? So if you're in any turbulence, you're not going to be able to stabilize it. You're going to be moving your mouse around, especially with a small control. So they're all totally different. And you cannot create your own instrument cameras, and you cannot create your own fixed cameras. And also, if you have a fixed camera that goes out under like this, or one that if any builds did their job, they would have wing views like PMDG does, like fly-by-wire does. You would not have to do this awkward fly through the entire cabin like a ghost thing every single time you use one of these cameras. This looks so stupid and ridiculous. The fixed cameras are instantaneously changed to. So if they made wing views and window views like PMDG and fly-by-wire do, you would instantly change in and out, toggling to that wing view, not moving your main camera at all. So I can go from here, having this camera looking down here, to instantly look at an external view, and then instantly back in, and it's right where I left it. If you use a custom camera from that, what are you gonna do? Go back here, and then what's your option? Reset. Now I'm here again, not back down here, where I was. So having the 3 independent cameras is extremely powerful, and when the devs don't do their jobs, you have bad instrument cameras, you have bad fixed cameras, and then you can't use them. So then you're forced to sacrifice your custom cameras, or you're forced to do this every single time you want to go down and change the radio. It's really annoying. All they have to do is add more cameras. It's such an easy fix that every time I look at a new plane, it's just like Chase said earlier, there are certain planes I just won't fly if their cameras are messed up. Sorry, that's a huge rant. I'm very passionate about the cameras. And I can't believe that there are developers that still don't know how to use them properly. Like, this is any builds. They made, this is instrument camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first 5. We have 5 more, right? Where do you think the next ones go? 1 didn't go to the EFB. 1 didn't go to the radios. They have an entire EFB. Where do you think 6 goes? It's a wing view. Why? This is what fixed cameras are for. So instead of having an EFB preset, they're putting instrument cameras back here. It makes no sense. You fly through the plane like a ghost. It just makes no sense. Yeah, we are going really slow. Is it a bug? We have a cost index of 22. I'm not sure what our... What? Okay. I'm not sure what our planned cruise speed was. It could be a bug. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be at Mach 0.85.
Couch 323 heavy, descend to flight level.
Yeah, why did we not get Mach 0.85? Is that a bug?
Descend to flight level 130.
Econ.
Couch 323 heavy.
It's got us in managed econ Mach 0.75. That's weird. Climb Mach 0.82, cruise 0.75. SimBrief seems to think we were going to be cruising at 0.85. No, 0.80. Yeah, okay, SimBrief has 0.80. Alright, we're about top of descent. They told me to go to 13,000, so we'll just do open descent. To make worse, they measure color temperature in degrees. Color temperature? I mean, Kelvin is used for science. Can't wait for chase plane, yeah. You only ever use custom views? Oh man, there's so... Chase plane's like, the nice thing about chase plane is just gonna be the cinematics, like it doing automatic animation of the camera and stuff. That's gonna be the good part of chase plane. We've always had the ability to have great fixed cameras, it's just no developer does it. A default plane, most default planes have like 10 external cameras that are fixed all over, like GoPro style. AnyBuilds has 2 in this plane, that's $85 on the marketplace. Kind of insane. Import camera presets, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure chase plane's gonna be awesome. Like I'll get it day one, it's available. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. Parallel 42 is awesome. I love all their stuff. It's a bummer that SimFX is not gonna happen. All we need is a little ketchup on this. The hot dog. We got the mustard. Yeah, the cinematic I'm sure is awesome, yeah. Clorix, can I ask you a question about about LRM while you're here? Or do you want me to save it? I customized the overlay, so in the top right, the overlay is using the data from the API or whatever, the arrow pad. Is it called the arrow pad? I just noticed between when I finish my first flight, every time I finish my first flight, the arrow pad stops working. I land and then I try to start my next flight, I import my sim brief, and then it just can't connect. So then I go to LRM and I tell it to reconnect, and then it doesn't reconnect, even though it says the data service thing is still running. And the only way to get it to work again is to restart LRM completely between every flight, which is the last thing I want to have to do is restart it every single time. But for some reason, it's just like it tracks me still, but if I want to use the arrow pad again, it stops working between each flight. So I'm not sure if that's just a bug or I don't know. I got it working again after I closed it and restarted it, but
0.56 beeline 1 Lima X-ray.
But besides that, it's been working great. I actually even replaced several bot commands. Thanks for the info today, by the way. I replaced a bunch of bot commands, so every time, like I have commands for like, you know, plane and route, and now I added like altitude, speed, heading. Whenever those are done, it just looks up the local URL, grabs the data, and then just populates it and does the command. Does it sound right? It works fine on your end. Okay, I'll do it again, you know, tomorrow, and I'll just see if it's consistently happening. But man, I'm not running Volanta and I'm not running ElevateX for the first time in a long time, so I'm kind of excited about that. Like having one less thing to run is super cool. I'm a fan of the idea of auto tracking. It's so nice, dude. But yeah, I like added a bunch of other commands too. So like, just based off the data I get. So like plane, I used to put this in manually, but now it's just pulling it from what FS Hub knows. And then same with route, it's pulling it from what I've already put into LRM. And then I also added like speed, so it pulls in all the different speeds and shows them, you know, altitude, heading. So it just refreshes and pulls them in instantly and just says it. It's awesome through StreamerBot. Because all you have to do is give it the URL. I just give it the URL and it gives me all the variables and I just spit out the variables. It's great. Streamer.bot is amazing. Yeah, definitely did some work. But I mean, I'm motivated to like, yeah, I mean, if I can, like, I'm not running Volanta and I'm not running ElevateX tonight, and it's one less thing for me to click and do each time, so it's a big win. I'm stoked. And I am the worst at starting tracking things, so like, I always forget to track. The auto tracking is seriously the best thing about FS Hub. It's just like, oh, you just set it so it starts and you just fly and you don't have to think about anything. It's incredible. Good night, Standard. Have a good one, dude. Oh, sorry, GG, I didn't see that. You said you can't press A on your controller to accelerate the PC-24? 100% or nothing? What the heck? Are you sure your button isn't set to like... I would just go into your settings and search by input and hit the A button and make sure it's not double bound to something different. It's not like turning auto throttle on when you hit A or something, is it? Alright, we're way below profile, so that's good. They told us to go down to 13. I've enjoyed FS Hub even more. Oh, I would have enjoyed it more in 2020 when you land, it would show your landing rate on screen. Oh, man. And then I could get rid of that plugin. You know, I tried to get the duty routes working. I think we might just need to add more. Like, this is something I think is I haven't been able to use the feature yet. I'm not sure how to get it to work, but I haven't looked into it yet. But I turned on the duty schedule feature, and we do have a bunch of routes defined. So if I go into browse routes, we had these pulled in from New Sky. So these are just 10. I think we have like 100 or something. Where's the route manager? Here we go. So route manager, we have 153 routes defined, all in here. And then if I go up to duty schedule, it says that it'll find routes based on our company. So I'm like, okay, sweet. I have 6 hours to play tonight from Los Angeles. Generate my schedule, and then it just always says there's nothing. Oh wait, did you guys just add a maximum? Oh wait, is that new? Wait, that just showed up. That wasn't there before. Yeah, anyway, it always just gives me an error, so I'm not sure what's up. Yeah, we have company routes. Configure. Oh, you just have to have a reward amount? Oh, you have to have a reward amount. Okay, I thought it was optional. Oh, that's so cool then. So wait, there's no penalty. Duty schedule. So I enabled it and then I saved it. I didn't know that I was required to do that. So wait, schedule leg. So I have no bonus multiplier. I have a max leg distance. I could turn off the realism, I guess. But it doesn't error out or anything, and this is set to 0 by default, so optionally reward them. So yeah, I don't have anything there. I have to turn this on. Oh, is this the error message? Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing it. Wait, I filled this out and I hit save, but then down here there's this? Wait, but no, this works. I'm confused. So this says this feature is available, blah, blah, blah. I turned it on. I optionally did not do any of these. This is set to 0 by default, so yeah, there's no extra bonus for doing them. That's it. And then I saved it.
Expect phase of 5 Romeo, runway 0.
Yeah, it says it's optional here.
104 Charlie.
You can optionally award them an additional percentage. Airline rewards down here needs to be on. This says you'll learn. Your airline will learn. Okay. Yeah, I wish it just told me that. Like, said like, hey, error, you can't enable this. So I just need this on. That's it. Nice flight. We're just looking at a web browser. Hey, we got to do work for the VA too, you know. Wait, so that'll do it? So I can just say, okay, I have 4 hours to play tonight. I want to fly from San Francisco. Minimum leg distance. Okay, I'll leave it on 100. No. Okay, we'll fly from Chicago.
Roger. Ready to
okay, I have 8 hours. Doesn't like me. The optional part of the description is the 0%. The reward thing has to be more than 0 crabs. Okay, I just wish it would tell me on the page so I would not have to ask for help every time. But I'm glad you're here to help me. Corporate, this is a multiplier.
Contact Zurich arrival.
Oh, can I just make it if it's a multiplier, then it shouldn't the default be 1? Maybe if that default was 1, it would be. It says it's a multiplier, so I assume I can put in a decimal point if it's a multiplier.
Couch 323 Heavy Zurich arrival. Good morning. QNH1019er. Expect the ILS runway 14.
It doesn't like me.
Chip 14 transition.
I can keep that where it's at.
QNH1019er. Expect the
I can keep the reward multiplier to 0. But the leg bonus multiplier has to be more. Choose a couple routes to add rewards
Couch
to.
323 Heavy. Descend to 6,000 feet. QNH1019er.
Oh, it won't use a route unless it has a bonus reward?
Descend to 6,000 feet.
Oh man, we imported 153 of them.
Couch 323 Heavy.
Couch 323 Heavy.
Yeah, we imported 153 of them.
Or above 6,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 14.
This would take a while.
Cleared direct Jipal. Cross
CSV
Jipal
maybe.
or above 6,000 feet.
It said
Cleared
pilot
ILS
award
runway
optional.
14. Couch
So
323 Heavy.
between 0 and 1,000.
All aircraft be advised information gulf now current. QNH10.
It just seems like it's a bug. Like if this is optional and I didn't specify it, then it shouldn't be bugged out because from not having it, you know. Oh man, this music sucks. Let's get rid of it. Alright, we're almost at Gipple. We're supposed to be down to 7,000. I probably missed the instruction. Yeah, they said to maintain 6,000. Yeah, it's just confusing. If it says it's optional, then it seems like it just needs a 0 default or something. Maybe the import screwed it up. Maybe if you make maybe when you make a company route by default, it's set at 0. No, it's blank. Yeah, it's still blank, and it says between 0 and 1,000 optional. So if that's it, then that seems like a bug. Okay, we're at 12,000 feet. Let me grab the ATIS last minute. They said ILS for runway 14. Okay, sweet. Whew. They didn't change us, that's good. Alright, ILS runway 14, 2573. On COM 2, 12573. Oops. 12573.
VFR conditions. Landing runway 14.
Okay, let's
Departing
add
runways
this.
1628. Transition level 070.
No, it's all good, Clerks. I'm just letting you know that why it was confusing for me. But I can do that. I can go in and I can export them, set it all to 0, re-import it, and then see if it works.
0633 Zulu. Wind 130 at tree. Visibility 10 miles or more. Few clouds at 6,000. Temperature 22. Dew point 16. QNH1019er. VFR conditions. Landing runway 14.
Alright, 1019er, runway 14. I need my custom camera for this. My favorite thing to have to use a custom camera for. Alright, our minimums are Cat 1 DME 1610. No, I appreciate all the help, Clerks. What's up, Mouse Cop? How you doing? That'll be awesome though with duty schedule. Like we can that is. I'm excited to try it out because that happens like just tonight, for example. I got on what 2.5 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I could have been like, okay, it's 8. I'm gonna play till 11. I'll put in a 4. I want to do 4 hours worth of flying tonight, and it generates a schedule for me. Is awesome. Like that is so awesome. How else do you get like multi-leg things figured out with time as the limiting factor? Like, I've done it before on like on-air company, but you have to specify how many legs, and it's for airline routes. So maybe you can do maybe you can do 2, maybe you can do 3, but if you mess up, then you're like, oh well, I lost the entire thing. I can't do all 3 of them. I'm stoked to try it out. Alright, nice. Approach got activated already, I think. Yep, approach is active. Alright, landing system,
Couch
landing
323
system.
Heavy. Contact Zurich Tower 118.1.
Oh my god, I left my landing light on the whole time.
Contact Tower 118.1. Couch 323 Heavy. Have a good morning.
We're like gonna fly over the airport, aren't we? We're way above the glide slope.
Zurich Tower,
Okay, let's
Couch
turn it around.
323 Heavy. ILS runway 14.
Yeah, no, not really.
Couch 323
We're way too high.
Zurich Tower, wind 130 at 3, runway 14 cleared to land.
This is like every other time I fly
Runway 14 cleared to land. Couch 323 Heavy.
like this, like beyond ATC, they're like one of the biggest bugs I run into is this. Way too high. I didn't. Okay, maybe it's not a bug. It's a feature they need an improvement for, which is realizing that you're too high on the approach. So I was just yapping, so I missed the TOD, but then they didn't come on like, hey, they should like remind you like, hey, you haven't started your descent. You need to be at 6,000. Like a way to delay you. I'm sure they're thinking about that already, but if I wasn't distracted, it wouldn't be a problem, but you just put in all zeros. Oh, you did it already? Oh yeah, you can re-import it, do it. Well, I think we have to delete them all first, right? I don't know how, was it Jack that did it last time? I don't know how he deleted them all. But yeah, dude, you have admin, you basically have admin. You can just do whatever you want. You guys can make all new, you know, recipes and yeah, do whatever you think. That's why you have the power. All right, 134 is the final approach course. Just going outbound and then I'll just go direct Osnum. I'm gonna turn out this way. (1019er). Yeah, this thing is still painful to fly performance-wise. This would probably be one of my favorite... Oh, routes configured with 0 won't work. It has to be at least 1 point. Okay, what do we want to do to motivate people? Should we do like 50? 50 crabs? Okay, sweet. Thanks, Clorix. Yeah, okay. Why am I now trying Sim Update 3 Beta? I always just try the new things. That's part of streaming, and what I like to do is try the newest, latest, and greatest, or latest and worst, whatever it is. So you don't have to if you don't want to. And, you know, I just like to know what's going on with the sim. So yeah, I've actually not been on Sim Update 3 the last, like, two to 2.5 weeks, something like that. Because it was just too buggy for me, and then I heard about the crashes, so I didn't get the latest builds. And I just figured I didn't really have a plan for what I wanted to do tonight on the stream, so I thought I'd grab it and try it out. It's not bad, like there's still some bugs. A bunch of people are saying the performance is really, really good. I just happen to be flying one of the planes where the performance is just horrible in this plane in general, so... yeah, the first flight in the Starship was fine. There's still just a bug, this bug with the cameras if you use instrument cameras, so I reported it to them 2 weeks ago. It hasn't really been picked up by their team or anything, even though it completely breaks your camera movement. And who said Sim Update 3 is being published in 24 hours? Did Microsoft announce that this will be out in 24 hours? If they did, I missed it. What's up, K-Jack? You think you're done with career mode? Yeah, I wouldn't play career mode in general, unless you have the time to dedicate to the bugs. It's a Microsoft announcement for the 1st of July. So they didn't announce it. Duty schedule's good to go. Dude, that seems like such a good feature. Oh yeah, 50 crabs. Holy crap, thanks, Salty. Oh, let's try it. Alright, let's see if it works. Duty schedule. Okay, I have 4 hours to fly tonight from Chicago. Holy crap, what? It's like, oh hey, you can just do one flight. Oh no, there's 2 legs.
Zurich Tower, B-line
Dude,
Lima X-ray.
this is so cool. Okay, this is now my new favorite feature. Oh wait, it says I have to fly it right now. Wait, how do I get rid of it? Wait. I have 24 hours to complete it. Wait. I don't want to. Can I just replace it? Oh, it just replaces it. Okay, nice. Every time you generate it, it just replaces it. So if I say I have 6 hours to fly from LAX, it's like, okay, let's go to DFW. Oh my god, this is so cool! Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. That is so this is the best. This is so good. This is such a good feature. So now we also have an incentive to make more and more routes. Yeah, exactly. That is so cool. Oh my god, I'm stoked.
X-ray, monitor ground 121.855. Have a good morning. Ground 121.855, B-line 1 Lima X-ray.
Alright, altitude constraint. 040. It says 040 is the altitude constraint. The what now? It's like we're a real airline. Dude, that is so awesome. If you don't want to tell people on the channel, I can. But if you want to, feel free. That they can use the duty schedules now. That is so cool. Now I could like, I love just being able to hop on and do the daily challenges. Now we have like the daily challenges, and if I have like a weekend day to just like sim all night, I can be like, yo, I got 8 hours, I got 10 hours to go on a marathon and just generate a bunch of flights instantly for me based on whatever airport I want to start at. You just pick the starting airport and bam, it figures it out. So then I guess our routes, like, we would probably want to go into our routes and specify some for specific types of planes. That's kind of a challenge though. Like, the thing I'm worried about with that is you have to restrict it by the type of plane by the ICAO code. So every time a single airliner gets updated, you might have to go in and edit all these routes, which is kind of terrifying. Okay, I see our TOD is right up here. You need to drop the CSV into the manager channel. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'll see if I remember later. Alright, let's get flaps 1 down. Yeah, that is such a cool feature. You can have people redeem Twitch crabs for routes. Twitch crabs? Redeem Twitch crabs? Oh, to add a route. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. So like 10,000 crabs or 20... We have 25,000 crabs to do a Bork. So we could do like 10,000 to add a route, something like that. All right, 1 dot above. 10 crate to suggest, yeah. Dude, that's a great idea. Beautiful. Inner DU, we don't care. Oh, there it is right there. I needed to go down and I didn't do it. I had us at 6,000 the whole time. I'm really paying attention. I'm getting too excited about the other features. We just need to be at 4,000, but we're gonna keep going down. Okay, there we go. Sterile, long
overdue. In the wild world of Flight Simulator, we find Kip, the distracted pirate. Eyes glued to the chat, he forgets about altitude
I want to make more
and
routes,
nature's way of reminding us that multitasking in the sky isn't for the faint-hearted. Watch as he gracefully dry.
Watch as I gracefully what? Dive? I'll just pretend he said dive. Yeah, I think one of the challenging things is maintaining those lists of ICAO codes. Like, it's not every day a new ICAO code gets added or anything like that for the plane types, the plane type designator codes, but it would be nice to just check a box that says, like, well, I guess that's where the flexibility comes from, right? Like, if you checked a box that said turboprops only, and then a new turboprop, like a turboprop wasn't in that list, you couldn't really fix it. So maybe it would be okay, like, we could try to edit our existing routes and add an exhaustive list of every possible airline, CRJ, ERJ, you know, every Boeing, Airbus, business jet, whatever. Alright, there's Lokestar. We're gonna get GS right after it. Alright, flaps full. Alright, go around is 7,000 is our final altitude, so it's a left turn, a right turn, and a right turn. Damn. Okay, 7,000. There's GS. Alright, 7,000, flaps full. Oh yeah, I didn't use BTV. Can I get BTV in time?
2,500.
Oh, you've had that suggestion before? Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't know if that's gonna make us give up some of the flexibility we have, but it would be really cool. Dude, the duty schedule is such a good feature. Dude, I'm so excited to use that. We need to get on making more routes, so it would be so cool to have ones too where we could specify. Oh man, am I crashing? Oh, we're just freezing a lot.
2,000.
Oh, it's because I'm loading the airport map. All right, that's my bad. I shouldn't have done that. Just forget it. It's fine. We're not gonna do it. Being able to like specify it for GA pilots versus like airlines somehow. So if somebody does, we could let them put in a max leg, which is an option. So they could say like, you know, no more than 200 miles. I know it's all based on airline stuff though, but if we wanted to, like, it could be cool to give people like GA ferry flight route kind of things. But yeah, we can just focus on airliners to start for the duty schedule. That's kind of what it's made up for. 3,000 routes. Oh my god. Yeah, we have 150. That seemed like a lot until just now. Yeah, that's so cool. You can just hop on and be like, hey, I got 3 hours to play. Where can I fly? And you keep regenerating until you get the number of legs you want. Alright, 9 knot winds.
$1,000.
Oh, more than one dot off.
500.
Flight slow.
Oh yeah, you can make an assignment that only chooses company routes, yeah.
Flight slow.
100 above.
Man, that glide slope's really high.
Flight slow.
200.
We're fine, we're fine.
Minimum.
Flight slow.
Nah, we're fine.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
100. 90. 80. 70.
slow.
60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. Retard.
34 feet per minute. Yes. Spoilers didn't come out. This would be a penalty. I mean, this is what we're not supposed to land at 34 feet per minute in an airliner, but I'm gonna do it because that's what we get scored on.
Couch 323 heavy.
Hacking. You're going back to Sim Update 2? Yeah, I was on Sim Update 2 until tonight. I just decided to give it a try. You went back too? Yeah, I just wanted to give it a try. I'm down to go back to Sim Update 2. Because of the cameras? Yeah. The sleeping passengers didn't wake up. If all those people wouldn't have clapped, they would still be sleeping.
Contact ground 121.855. Have a good morning.
Ground 121.855. Couch 323 heavy.
I'm gonna leave that down for replay. Alright, White Rice and Cyber are still coming in. Who landed already? Oh, Jake, John, and Slevin already landed. Oh my god, we can see the planes. We can see both of them. Holy crap. What's up, Slammery? How you doing? I mentioned using a left stick earlier, which is what I just ordered because I felt the same way. Do I have a suggestion on sensitivity? You mean like the in-sim like sensitivity curves? Some people like using linear for airliners because like some developers calibrate their sensitivity for their planes based on a linear curve, but too many of the smaller planes seem way too sensitive, so I put mine at like -0.4 or whatever. The LOD pop-ins of scenery is really noticeable. Look at all those beautiful trees out there. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, just play around with it. I turn my horizontal and vertical both to like -0.4. So it's like it's a really low sensitivity, so I can move it like micro adjustments really easily. But unfortunately, like what works for you for one plane might not work for another one because they're all like potentially different. Whoa, the gear just came up. Whoa. What the hell? Are you actually in the couch livery? If so, what is going on with the wheels? Look at the wheels. The landing gear is bowed inward. Oh, the long haul? I don't know. I didn't do the long haul. I just did the landing. You know how it is. It was fine. I just turned it on and then, you know, 7 hours later, I landed the plane and then I was done. It was amazing. It was everything I ever thought a long haul would be. Just with more anxiety about it potentially crashing and losing everything. The Honda Civic A320 Street Tune. The Street Tune gear. Showing Cyber in the A320 Neo V2. The World Traveler. World Travel livery. Oh man, the stutters. I might have to turn resizable bar back on. I'm not sure that it's helping me. For you guys that are here flying that switched to Sim Update 3 tonight, what are you guys thinking about the... Are you just all gonna switch back to 2? I think switching back to 2 makes sense. I mean, there's nothing like... It's not like so noticeably better that I'm like, oh my god, I need to keep using this while it's in beta format. You already switched back? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just switch back right after this. Frames are pretty bad. It's weird, some people were saying that their performance was so much better. You were using minus 0.8, a lot of GA. Yeah, you might have to turn it up for the airlines, for the airliners, yeah. Yeah, I tried using like linear the other day and it was not great on smaller planes. I was like, it was way too sensitive. Yeah, it's better than the last build, yeah, that's true. I didn't use the last build, I just heard about all the crashes, so at least they fixed that. Like, is their QA team not using popular, like, testing? Have some testing they're doing with, like, extremely popular add-ons where they didn't realize SimConnect couldn't be used? Like, wasn't it crashing anytime, like, any add-on that used SimConnect started up, it just crashed the sim? Is that what the bug actually was? That is pretty crazy to not notice. QA. We are the QA. Anything that used SimConnect. That is insane. All of your apps worked fine, really? Oh, what was it then? All 5 of yours worked on the beta? You're on the beta, Bird? Oh wow, what the heck? So it wasn't SimConnect? You're always on the newest? Going for the butter. Going for the butter. Oh, I didn't touch the center line, though. Oh, it was an array thing? Interesting. Alright, Chase, have a good night, dude.
Aircraft for Advanced Information Hotel now current. QNH1019er.
This is where a chase plane would come in handy. Like those cinematics and stuff. Oh, it was in a one array thing. So it was like something in the SDK or the API or whatever, and they all used it, and they broke that one thing, so it broke all the apps. So it wasn't SimConnect, they just happened to all be apps that also use SimConnect. Yeah, I see. Crazy. Man. Suddenly they install Navigraph and all sorts of apps. They install FS Hub on all their QA machines. And then they start their own VA. And then they become #1 in like 3 days. Microsoft QA team. Oh, you don't think we have QA, huh? Well, guess what? We're now a VA on FS Hub. They shoot to #1 in 2 weeks. Then they start hiring more QA. It's too buttery. Alright, dudes. That's it for me. It's midnight here. I'm going to pass out. Let me see if there's anybody on to raid. Anybody online? Anybody playing games? Anybody we know? Chill Maze is back. He's on again. Oh, he's playing DCS. Multi-crew Tomcat DCS. DCS the return. Alright, I'm gonna watch him do a little DCS. We'll raid Chill Maze again. It's good he's on when I'm going to bed, so that's great. So few people to raid so late at night. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. GG's. We got the duty. Look at the duty schedule. Duty schedule. I'll spam about it on the Discord. Bird, thanks again for 6 months. Eric, thanks for 6 months. Bobo, thanks for 20 months. Grim for 6 months. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you for all the biddies tonight as well. I'll see you guys over on Chill Maze stream. I feel like I'm losing my voice a little tonight. But, oh my god, we need to make so many more routes for the VA now. It's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited. Clorix, thanks for all the help again. Appreciate that. And Salty, thanks for the help replacing the database. 1 million routes. See ya, Rich. See ya, Oz. See ya, Bird. See ya, Cyber. Thanks for flying along. See ya, Slevin. Thanks for flying along. Alright, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.